light to come on and we can get going. We are live. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are here for Thursday night footy of round 13. Now round 13 obviously is a lot less teams and a lot less games than we normally would see. It is a bye round, so unfortunately we're only going to be seeing 4 games this week compared to 8, but you know, we start off here with the St George Illawarra Dragons and Brisbane Broncos, and I'm not exactly going to say to you and lie to you that I'm excited for this one. It is in Sydney right now. It is wet, it is cold, and it is not great at Kogarah. So, look, I'm thinking this could be a low-scoring slugfest. Usually these two teams play pretty high-scoring games alongside each other, and also, obviously, coming in this week, the Broncos gave a lot of points to the Storm, and still scored a couple themselves, while the Dragons gave up a lot to the Tigers last week, and scored a couple themselves, but overall, these teams like to play high-paced footy, but I just really think that today is going to really be a slugfest down there at Kogarah, and it's going to be a grind of a game, which is not exactly what you want to hear when you're looking at the Dragons, who are technically top 8, but have lost 4 games in a row now, and then you go and have a look at the Broncos, who are currently in 15th. So, look, the Broncos, they need to win this game to be able to jump the Raiders. I know the Raiders have a bye, so I don't believe the Broncos can jump them unless they, for and against wise, absolutely obliterated the Dragons, where I don't necessarily see happening. Broncos are minus 154, and the Raiders are on 86. So, no, they would have to win by about 80. Good luck with that one. But, guys, let me know your thoughts in the chat. Looking forward to another weekend of footy. I am going to go with the Dragons to win this by 1-12. I don't want to tip them. I want to tip nobody in this game. I want to tip nobody in this game because I think that both teams could lose this and should lose this. But I'll take the Dragons just because Payne Haas is out, Xavier Coates is out. Thank you very much, Bellas at Bunnies, for subscribing. Just because obviously Payne Haas and Xavier Coates are out. Dragons in a couple of plays back. Not Matty Mullen. Fullback Matty Doherty comes back there for the Dragons as well. So that'd be a nice little inclusion, even though they keep saying that he's not their guy next year and they don't want to re-sign him, so they don't have any excuses there. But guys, let's go and hit that thumbs up button. Let's subscribe if you're new around here. Obviously, we are so close to getting 10,000 subscribers, where I'll be giving away an NRL jersey to one of you guys, plus one of these bad boy posters as well. So, obviously, subscribe if you are new. Adam Mason says, Daniel Bate, what did they say? Jed Kurt says, Titans are bums, bro. Sorry, but they're the most overrated team ever in the history of NRL. You got to do better than that, man, if you're going to come at me, because honestly, bro, I don't even know who you support, and if you're going to come at me, brother, like, at least tell me who you support so I can insult them too. K-Dog says, hi Blaze. Hello, K-Dog. How you doing? Jack Dempsey says, hey Blaze, how you going? Going all right, mate. Looking forward to another weekend of footy. Obviously, Titans play Storm on Saturday. It's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one. Storm have a lot of players out, but they've had a lot of players out pretty much all season. So it doesn't really kind of affect the Storm greatly like it does compared to these other teams like your Penrith Panthers, obviously, who are the new Storm and the new Broncos of old. For all you young kids out there who don't realise, the 2000s and early 2010s, I guess, were all very filled with just Broncos players in that Queensland team. So, and 90s, obviously. So they were all very, very Broncos focused, so they would lose all their players. And now it's the Penrith Panthers' turn. Medvedev says, hey Blaze, I'm just watching the Sharma versus, I have no idea what that is. Yanni Medvedev says, hello Blaze, how are we doing? Oh mate, I'm just nervous about Saturday. Tareka Browns, I need the Broncos 13 plus. Let's go the Donkeys. Gee whiz, getting around the Donkeys for a 13 plus win. That's a big call considering it is Andrew Stevenson. We're going to have to time you out, my dude, unfortunately, because you're spamming. Look, it's a difficult one considering that, you know, it's wet and cold down here in Sydney right now. So, look, unfortunately, I can't back in on that. I have gone Dragons 1-12, but I know that's not what you want to hear. 4 likes away from 30, guys. Still waiting here for the game to get started. Jackie Giddo says, who do you reckon will win next week? Manly versus the Cowboys. I'm taking Manly. Guys, another something that I want to bring up. You know, I posted on on YouTube. One of you guys commented on one of my videos saying, "Oh, the last stream, Cowboys versus Warriors," and said, "When are you going to give credit to the Cowboys?" I'm not giving credit to the Cowboys until they beat a top 8 team. You know, just like I don't give credit to the Titans because they haven't beat a top 8 damn well team. You go have a look at the Cowboys run. They've literally beat everyone outside of the bottom 8, everyone in the bottom 8 except for the Sharks and the Titans. And they lost to every single other team in the top 8, including the Dragons. So, look, I'm waiting for the Cowboys to actually prove themselves. To me, they've had a good run of form against the cellar dwellers in the bottom 8 teams. But they're still going to prove themselves as an actual decent quality top 8 kind of team. So, looking forward to seeing if they can do it. Their next couple of games is Manly, Storm, Roosters. You know, that's the ones that I want to be looking at and seeing, okay, not Roosters, sorry, Rabbitohs. They're the ones I want to be looking at where I'm like, okay, maybe this team might be thereabouts. Because people keep saying this stupid shit to me as if the Cowboys nearly beat the Roosters. From what I remember, the Roosters won by 14 points and missed 4 conversions. So that's 22 damn well points. So I don't know where you get the fact that the Cowboys are nearly beating the Roosters there. Because they won by 14, 13 plus, and also missed 4 conversions. So please. Jake Curtis, I go for Penrith. Oh, sure you do. Yeah, sure you do. Everyone goes for Penrith, don't they? Yeah, everyone goes for Penrith. Yeah, nice, mate. Yeah. Oh, jeez. When people buddy talk shit and they pretend they go for Penrith, unreal. Like, it really is. They really are the new, like, Roosters and Storm. Yanni Maverick says, we have a bye this week, which is good for us. Give our players a good rest and go against your boys next week. Yeah, I'll be at that game, Titans and the Roosters. By the way, guys, Broncos team up today. Okay, no, it's gone. Don't worry. It is gone. Sportman Rules says, Newcastle or Para. I've tipped Para because I go for them and I think they will win. I put my tips out on the BKR Sport community page, guys. You can obviously check that one out. That came out about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago now. Still waiting here for the teams to come out. Let me know your score predictions in the chat, but we better get to damn well 30 likes before the stream starts, before the game starts. Let's go. 3 likes away. Boom, boom, boom. Easy days. XD Lowell says, who do you think you will win? Storm vs Gold Coast Titans game. Gold Coast Titans. How about that one? Carl's jealous. Says Dragons 14-12. Broncos. Dragons score a 2-point field goal. I don't see a 2-point field goal happening in the wet conditions down here in Sydney right now. It is shithouse. It has just been a shithouse day in Sydney. So, look, I can't agree in regards to a 2-point field goal because you'll be lucky to see a field goal in these wet conditions. Yanni Maverick says, didn't we beat the Cowboys and we won comfortable? Don't know how people thought they gave us a run. Look, they gave you a run at some period, like in the 50th minute or something like that. Broncos are coming out onto the field now. They gave you a run through a little tiny period and that at a middle area of the second half. But realistically, the Roosters won by 14 points and also missed 4 conversions. That's 22 points. Like, I will wait to see the Cowboys do well against a top 8 team. I'm sorry, but a 14-point loss with 4 conversions missed by the Roosters is not a good result for the Cowboys. And the fact that Cowboys fans are thinking that's a good result for them is baffling. It's mind-baffling. It's absolutely brain explosion. But in the same sense, I'm not ripping into the Cowboys here. I'm not having a go at the Cowboys. The Cowboys haven't done anything wrong here. They're just playing the games in front of them. But they haven't beaten anybody of note. And haven't been close to anybody of note. Sorry, Roosters game was not close. Dragons team, Duffy, number 1 with Ramsey, Uliami, Beale, and Ravalawa to finish off the back line there with Norman and Hunt in the halves. Laurie and Vaughan as the front row forwards with McCulloch as a hooker and Josh Kerr, Jackie Bird, and Ford as the back row there. Sorry, the back row there. Spider-Man Rules says the Bronx have their number 2 winger on debut. Yes, obviously Xavier Coates is out for this game, which is a big loss there for the Bronx. I'm actually surprised. I don't think Xavier Coates had the greatest of form this year. I don't really believe he's had a great deal of form, but in the same sense, he's going to the Storm, and I guess they're just kind of getting him in to feel the chemistry of the team and keep him going there. Good player, don't get me wrong, just I don't think he's had the greatest of seasons so far there with the Broncos. But the Broncos here will start off with the ball, and they're going to be 10 metres out here from their own line. Sarkis had shitty says, can you agree that Para had no fans, or now they didn't have one? 5 years ago, didn't see any. 5 years ago, didn't see any, and now you look down the road and you bloody see every single bloody person as a Parramatta fan. I know, it's crazy. Literally 5 years ago, there was 0 Parramatta fans in total. Fighter Simulation says, thoughts on Hines signing with the Sharks? I think it's an odd signing. I think it's an odd sign, but ask me that question at halftime and we'll talk a bit more about it. I think it's good, but it's also odd. So third tackle here for the Brisbane Broncos. Got me set restart here. Jeez, they love to see that one. Jimmy Caesar says, who do you think's going to win? I am taking the Dragons 1-12, but I honestly think both these teams could lose. It is literally going to be a battle between which team wants to... it's going to be a battle between which team wants to lose more and losing at that. That's how these two teams play lately. Third tackle here for the Broncos at the halfway point. Luca Jones says, you're watching the Socceroos tomorrow. I will be watching it. Won't be streaming it, though. So third tackle here for the Broncos. They're inside the attack and half. Matty Lodge taken down 45 metres out here from the line. Melly plays the Storm are going to beat the Titans tomorrow. That's cool, but the game's not tomorrow. So joke's on you, buddy. Fourth tackle here for the Broncos. Left-hand side. It's going to be David Pungo Jr. It's a good run there by the big man. Now, he's going to have a big game tonight. And just the same with the Dragons. The forwards game is really going to be the big one between these two teams here. Albert Kelly puts the ball up in the air. Comes down here for the Dragons. All good take by the Broncos. They're going to score. No, they're not. Oh, jeez, that was close. But fifth tackle, he'll get taken down about 8 metres out. Jet Tails says, plays, I reckon, a high-scoring match with 30-20 Broncos. I just don't see it, man, considering how wet it is right now in Sydney. It may not look it right now. It's not pouring down rain in Sydney, but it has been all day. And it's just been shocking conditions, and I can tell you, it is cold there. It would be damn well cold. So, a little bit nippy, a little bit, they might need a little bit of a hot spicy curry to get going in this one. Jet tells us, no, Yanni Maverick says, don't the Sharkies have Will Kennedy? Pretty pointless, to be honest. Yes, but they're putting Nico Hines into the halves, apparently, alongside Matty Moylan and tossing Sean Johnson, not re-signing him to a contract, which has been known the whole year, but I just didn't realise that Nico Hines was going to be their replacement. Dragons here boot that ball down to about the 20-metre line on the opposite end of the field. That's a pretty good kick considering where they were. And the Broncos will be taken down about 30 metres out from their own line here. By the way, guys, we will be doing something very big with Clarkey. So have your notification bell ready to go for Monday, because there will be a massive video where you guys can win a nice little Origin jersey, nice little State of Origin jersey. We're going to be doing that with Clarkey's Rugby League column again. And obviously, I'll be giving away that NRL jersey once we hit 10,000 subscribers. So a couple of giveaways coming up very soon. Third tackle here for the Broncos. They're at the halfway point. Right-hand side they come. Chance here for the Bronx. Tyson Campbell taken down. He's back from suspension. He's a big in. He is a big in for the Bronx, to be completely honest with you. All right, left-hand side they go. Matty Lodge now taking 25 metres out. He's also back from a suspension. Jeez, these Broncos have had a couple of suspensions to their name. Up it goes here. No one's back there, really, but the Dragons getting an easy take there. That was a shocking kick and just weird. So 3 minutes in, Dragons on the ball. No says, will the Panthers win the grand final this year? Yes. I believe so. I personally believe so, yes. But if they don't, I think it's going to be a bit long of a... I think there'll be a decent little run without them getting him. So right-hand side here, Jack Bird. It's going to be set restart, and they needed that one coming off their own line. What I mean when I say that, guys, is that I feel like if Penrith lose in the finals, again, if it's specifically to the Storm, I think it'll be a real kind of, we don't want to play the Storm in the finals from past this season, because it is just going to be even more of a mental test to overcome what they've already experienced twice. So look, I think that as long as they don't play the Storm or lose the Storm, I think the Panthers win, but obviously we all know they're probably going to play them in the grand final. So third tackle here for the Dragons, left-hand side. They're going to be 40 metres out from their own line. Gooseberg says, guess who's back again? I am back. That's who's back. Brad Arnott says, who will win Origin this year, BKR? Buddy, get around the Maroons, baby. I was actually joking all the time when I kept saying Maroons, but when you get 2 games in Queensland, I'm sorry, but 19 out of, 60 games New South Wales have won there? I'm sorry, but not happening. Broncos here, 15 metres out from their own line. Oh my God, that's a huge hit. That is a huge hit to start us off. Oh my goodness me. Gooseberg says New South Wales will win the first match, then Queensland win the other 2. Hold on, why is that happening? We ain't winning New South Wales. I'm sorry, New South Wales ain't winning Queensland. This is the worst kind of thing ever. Oh, knock on for the Broncos, and that will be a knock on Jermaine Asako, 40 minutes out from his own line, 4.5 minutes into the game. Daniel Bay says, Brad, I'm from England. Aren't the Blues hot favourites? They were also very hot favourites last year, mate. The Blues, New South Wales media. And this is why Queensland, New South Wales, outside of sport, also dislike it because of the arrogance that comes from, New South Wales. And they admit it. They know they're very arrogant when it comes to a lot of things in regards to everything Australia. But like the media came out and said that they've already won. The media came out and said that New South Wales had already won. The Queensland team was the worst Queensland team ever, and basically pack up your bags, we're going home because we've already won the series. They proceeded to lose that series, and that is why Queensland are current champions. The Dragons on the ball here, 40 metres out from the Broncos line. They've got a nice little attack to start off this game here. Only a quick little 5 minutes in. Corey Norman gets that ball off, and it's going to be Dragons 35 metres out from the Broncos line. Gooseberg says Broncos will win this game, in my opinion. Disagree. I think the Dragons have been terrible. Obviously, they played horrific against the Tigers last week. But I'm taking the Dragons in this one just. Second tackle here, right-hand side. There they go here. Benny Hunt gets it off to, is that Blake Laurie? He'll be taken down 12 minutes short. Gooseberg says, what state do you live in? I live in New South Wales, but I'm moving back up to the Gold Coast. So third tackle here, right-hand side. I'm from the Gold Coast. I'm from Queensland, if that's what you're asking. But I currently live in Sydney, which is beautiful because I love living in Sydney when I'm a Queensland fan and we win. Fourth tackle here for the Dragons, 5 minutes out. Left-hand side they go. Matty Duffy with the ball, gets it off to Ben Hunt. Hunt gets it off to Norman. Norman's going to get slapped down there by Gamble. Gamble with a very good tackle there, coming off his line and stopping the play from moving around. Benny Hunt goes with the ball, puts it up in the air. Chance for the Dragons. Going to be knocked backwards here from the Dragons. Knocked backwards. He's going to kick it through. That's going to go... Oh, it's going to stay... Okay, no, corner post is touch and goal. So there you go. Yanni Maverick says, look with what happened last year. I'm not confident, but I'm just putting belief into the Blues, hopefully. Yeah, well, that's what happens every year, man. Put belief in... You've got to support your state, man. You've got to support your state. Don't get me wrong. But, just my opinion, New South Wales have a horrific record in Queensland, always have and always will. If it was 2 games in New South Wales, I'd be telling a different story. I'd be telling a completely different story, but this is why it used to be the state that was hosting would get the first game and the third game, not first 2 games, because it could be over in game 1 or 2 here. So Broncos with the ball here, second tackle at the halfway point, left-hand side they come, gets it off, chance here for the Bronx, 35 metres out here. Tavita Pangai is starting off this game really strongly here. So Broncos here, left-hand side, Albert Kelly with the ball. Albert Kelly kicks it through. Chance here for the Broncos. David Mead's going to score this. David Mead's going to score this. David Mead will score this. And the Brisbane Broncos will lead 4-0 with a kick to come from the left-hand side. There you go. The Brisbane Broncos with a nice little try to start off this bad boy. And, a bit of ex-Titans coming to the fray there. Albert Kelly and David Mead going boom, boom, pow, right in your face. So 4-0 here to the Brisbane Broncos with a kick to come. Jamie Robertson says 3-0 New South Wales. Sorry, mate. That's cool. You also said that last year, just like every other New South Wales fan. So it's all well and good to be cocky and overconfident, but why don't you let the players actually do the talking? Because last year the players did a lot of talking, didn't do a lot of showing, lost the series. When they were what, $1.10 favourites? $1.10 favourites to win the series. So thank you very much, Jamie Robertson. But maybe, pipe it down considering that you guys aren't even the current champions. And you were more better favourites last year. Ula Lamanu says, I want to celebrate, but I know we will probably choke. Oh, well, obviously, it's very early days. It's only 7 minutes in here. But, you've got to be happy with that one. David Mead puts Albert Kelly with a nice little kick through, and David Mead puts the ball over the line. You can't complain with that at all. Alex Seta says, our defence is so terrible. Look, this that's the thing. That's the thing with the Dragons. They start off the season so red hot, and Dragons fans are really popping up, and they're really talking really strongly, as if they were a top 8 team. And I was just sitting here this is the Dragons every year, man. They impressed me to not be wooden spooners after the first round, but they're not going to be able to last the season, and obviously right now they are struggling. Broncos fans, if they win this game, will tell you that they're the premiership favourites. So 4-0 here, 9 minutes into the game here. From the left-hand side, Jermaine Asako will. Good kick. Very good kick. Very good kick there from Jermaine Asako. So it will be 6-0 here to the Brisbane Broncos. Al Davis says, New South Wales team does look better though, doesn't it not? Just like last year. The New South Wales team last year was much better on paper. But a thing for all New South Wales fans out there is that games and sport isn't played on paper. That paper's great. Your team looks fantastic, but your team also looked fantastic last year. And you didn't do it. Your team actually looked arguably better last year. I think your forward pack this year for New South Wales is actually pretty average. The back line obviously kills it. Queensland's forward pack is better than New South Wales forward pack in my personal opinion. But New South Wales back line always kills it. But, this is the thing with New South Wales fans. They think they've already won the series. Look at the chat. I already think they've won the series. Come on. You guys are favourites. You should win the series. Will you, though? I don't know. You should have last year. So 9 minutes in here, and the Dragons are going to boot this ball here. Broncos get the ball 5 minutes out from their own line. Matt Lodge with a good run there. Gets it out to about 20-metre line. Ashnella says, what do you think about Nico Hines joining Sharks on a 4-year deal? Ask me at half-time and I'll speak about that more. I think it's an odd signing. It's an okay signing. It's a decent signing. But I think it's an odd signing. I'll explain why at half-time. Jimmy James says, Queensland play with heart. Bingo. First tackle here for the Brisbane Broncos. 25 minutes. Second tackle. They'll be 30 minutes out from their own line. Alan Davis says, I honestly think Corey Norman is one of the most unlikable people in the NRL. I don't know, man. I don't really care. He never really was a star. I never saw him as a star at Brisbane. I never really saw him as a star at the Eels, and I've never really seen him as a star at the Dragons. I think he's always been quite overrated, but I also don't want to just sit here and rag on a player. I don't like to do that. But he's just not my cup of tea. I personally wouldn't have ever enjoyed him at my team at any stage. But the Dragons here with the ball, 15 metres out here from their own line. And it's going to be 10 minutes into the game here, guys. So let's go and hit that thumbs up button. Let's get 3 more likes to hit 40. Smash the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Tasman says, if we had a win, we have to win game 1, but I don't think that happens. Yeah, absolutely. Suncorp's not happening, but Townsville is, we've never played there before. So, for all we know, Queensland could choke it up and New South Wales could take it with their beast lineup. But we will be streaming that game live on Wednesday, guys, so don't you worry. We'll be smashing it. We will be smashing it. So, Dragons here, right-hand side. Chance here. They've got some gaps. Corey Norman gets it out to the wing. It's going to be Beale taken down at the halfway point. Ashton Allen says Valentine Holmes is a freak in Origin and carried for Queensland. When did he carry for Queensland? 4 years ago? 5 years ago. He was fantastic. Fantastic back in 2018, 2017 and stuff like that. But that was when he was playing as wing. Now he's playing as fullback, and I'm not a big fan of him as fullback. I think he's one of the best wingers in the game, if not the best winger in the game. Ooh, Jermaine Asako nearly drops that one. But he does catch it, and he does bring it back. I think that Valentine Holmes is a great player, but I just don't think that he's a good fullback. And obviously he'll be playing fullback in the Origin because Callum Pong is out, and Brimo, they're bringing him off for the number 14, which I actually agree with. I think it gives him more versatility in what he can do in the game. And also, obviously, you get the addition of a great finisher in Kyle Felt, to be completely honest with you. 4th tackle here for the Broncos. They're 35 minutes out from their own line, and it's going to be 29 minutes to go here the first half. Right-hand side they go. They spread it out. There's actually room for movement, but he juggled the ball. He doesn't put it down, but he does juggle the ball and can't get the ball away. Jim Jones says Queensland getting crushed next Wednesday. Yeah, nice, mate. That's what happened last year too, isn't it? So Dragons at the ball here, 20 minutes out from their own line. Ravalawa will grab it, and he'll drop it backwards. Luckily, it went backwards. Damien Zarb says Simba is the best wing in the world. I'm actually going to hide you, man, because I know you've got a full lot of hate that you keep sending me on Instagram, so I'm actually going to hide you from the channel. It's all well and good, man, but you're just a flog, to be honest with you. All right, so 29 minutes to go here of the first half. It is first tackle in for the Dragons. Danny Bates says, who is your favourite player on the NRL who isn't a Titan Blaze? Oh, it has to be Tommy Trbojevic. Absolutely, it has to be Tommy Trbojevic on every sense of the word favourite. He's just a fantastic player to watch. Dragons here, left-hand side. Duffy's away. Should be a try here for the Dragons. Will be a try here for the Dragons. Does he get there? Dragons score. There you go, the Dragons. And it's a big Jack Bird, isn't it? It's the big Jackie Bird. Bingo, bango. So it's going to be 6-4 here with the kick to come. And the Dragons will be taking the kick from basically right in front. So it shouldn't be a difficult kick to make. But, Matt Duffy comes back. The Dragons, the guy that they say that they are going to be taken away from the team and not re-signing to a contract, is the guy who sets up their first try in this game. So, well done to the Dragons for saying, you know what, screw you, buddy. You can go wherever you want. Jim Jones says, why did Dragons not sign Duffy? It's not that they haven't signed him. They can still sign him. He's not signed elsewhere, but they're just saying they're not going to do it, which I don't really understand. I think he's a smaller frame. That's cool. It's all well and good to be a smaller frame. And I don't believe I wouldn't put him in the top 8 for the fullbacks right now, because we've got a special class of fullbacks, don't get me wrong. That's not an insult at all. I just think that he's not up there with that top 8, but I definitely think he's 9, 10 alongside that Dylan Edwards, and I think I'd put him above Dylan Edwards personally. I think Edwards is really a system fullback at the Panthers and really benefits from a great team, but you chuck him at the Dragons or you chuck him at the Broncos, he's not going to do that great, in my personal opinion. Max Watson says, why do you think Hook is ditching Duffy? It seriously looks like they need him. Dragons will kick the conversion. So it will be 6-6 here after 13 minutes in the game. I think that it's because of what I just said. I think he's a smaller frame fullback. They know that you need to be a big-sized fullback who has pace around him. Nico Hines is a taller fullback. He's got a bit more, length in his speed. He's got a bit more length in his speed, if you get what I'm saying there. You got to have a look at Latrell Mitchell. He's just a big-sized fullback who can just barnstorm and has a bit of pace there too. Brimo is also probably a medium-sized fullback. Brimo is still bigger than Duffy, as in AJ Brimson, for those who don't know. I really do enjoy Brimson, but in the same sense, he can be tossed around a bit, which is probably a similar reason to why Duffy's getting thrown out, but the Titans will never get rid of AJ Brimson, right? You go and have a look at Tedesco, strong guy, very strong fullback, and nifty, not a big fullback, but strong. I just don't think Duffy has those similarities, and that's probably the reason why. But do I agree with it? Not necessarily. I think that overall he's a good fullback. I just think that I'd put players above him right now, but that's a great try set up right there. So Dragons with the ball here, 10 metres out from their own line. Jet Teller says, who are Manly playing this week? Manly are on a bye. Ashenala, you are wrong. Sean Johnson is not being spoken about signing back. They're saying Matt Moylan will be partnering Nico Hines in the halves for next year. So third tackle here for the Dragons. They're Seth Reesart. Forget about that one. Seth Reesart here. Benny Hunt gets the ball to Corey Norman. The space here. Right hand side, Jared Beale. They find space down this left hand defensive edge here for the Broncos. With Herbie Farmworth there, and they find some nice little space there. Santos has 74 subscribers left, mate. We are flying. We're only 74 subscribers away from 10,000. So obviously some macarona, that big old red button right underneath. So second tackle here for the Dragons, left-hand side. 40 metres out here from the line. Underneath it comes. Chance here for the Dragons on the wing. Chance here for the Dragons, steps on the inside, taken down. 25 metres out. I just realised, is Jack Bird playing as the... Is Jack Bird playing the second row today? I notice he's wearing the number 12 jersey. Why is Jack Bird wearing the number 12 jersey? Is he playing the second row? So fourth tackle here for the Dragons. They're 20 metres out here from the line. Right-hand side they come. Chance here. Ben Hunt kicks the ball through. It's going to be a deflection. It's going to be knocked back. And no, it's gone backwards. So it will be Broncos ball here, 5 metres out from their own line. Trevor Daly says, let's go Dragons. I want that Dragons post behind you. But it's only $20 in the BKR Sport Redbubble store. You guys have been killing it, by the way. I appreciate all your support with buying all the merchandise and having a good time on the BKR Sport Redbubble store. If you want your own poster, you guys can jump on the you jump in the description below, and the link is right there. So, no, you guys have been absolutely killing it, and I appreciate it. So, third tackle here for the Broncos. They're 20 metres out here from their own line. They're going to get taken down in fourth tackle. They're 25 metres out. Alan Davis says, what does BKR stand for? My name. Rugby League Mill says, thoughts on Dane Laurie? I think he's a good player. I think he's a young player, but I wouldn't be putting him in the mix with Reece Walsh at the moment. I think Reece Walsh has been showing how special he is against adversity. And I don't think Dane Laurie has had that spark since... Oh, that's a 40-20 here chance. 40-20 here chance. I don't know. It's not going to be. So Dragons will get the ball here 20 metres out from their own line. I think that, yeah, look, Dane Laurie's a fantastic player and will be a fantastic player. But I don't think he's shown that extra spark that he needs. But then again, I believe the Warriors have a better team around him than the Tigers do, so it gives him more of an ability. And also, Reece Walsh doesn't have to carry the Warriors. I feel like Dane Laurie really does have to carry the Tigers because they've got a weak halfback, they've got a weak 5'8", and they've got a weak hooker. So unfortunately, that's a knock-on for the Dragons. Hello? That has to be either a knock-on or a penalty. That has to be either a knock-on or a penalty there from the Dragons. How is that nothing? That had to be either a knock-on or a penalty there from the Dragons. I don't get it. So, fourth tackle here for the Dragons. Ben Hunt underneath, gets it out to the left-hand side. Chance here, Cody Ramsey. Cody Ramsey taken down. 15 metres out. Fifth tackle here for the Dragons. Kylie Ann says hi. Hello, Kylie Ann. So, 15 metres out here. Fifth tackle here. Right-hand side they go. Thank you very much for subscribing, Kylie. Inside it goes. Good kick, actually. Good kick, but no chase, really. And they got to rely on a front row forward to chase that through. Wow, wait. Dasman says knock on, but who gives a shit? Yeah, fair enough. It's against the Broncos, you know. Who gives a shit? All right, so first tackle here with the Broncos. And then they're taken back inside their own goal line. Yep, that's going to be well done. No way. No way is that a penalty. A ruck infringement. Hello? Sorry, what happened here? Nick Petty says, is Reece Walsh suspended? Yes, that's why he can't play Origin. Because I actually feel like they'd keep Valentine Holmes there and put Reece Walsh onto the wing and not include Kyle Felt if Reece Walsh was able to play. I feel like they would have. I don't agree with that penalty there. I don't agree with that penalty, but it is what it is, and the Broncos will get off their own line there, and they needed it because it would have been a dropout there to the Dragons. Thank you much, D.O., for subscribing. You're a legend. Storm fan says, you reckon that the Panthers' winning streak comes to an end tomorrow night? No, I don't. I think that if it's going to come to an end, it will come against the Roosters in 2-3 weeks' time. Matt Lodge gets the offload away. Chance here, no, taken down his second tackle, 40 metres out here from the line. That's a knock-on from the Broncos. No, that's a good call. What's his name? Turpin, unfortunately, he tried to get up too fast there and tried to utilise and tried to force the penalty. But unfortunately, mate, you need to get up to your feet before you can play the ball, and I don't think there's anything really wrong here. Oh, to be fair, he has an argument. Actually. I actually think I'm wrong there. I think that should be a penalty. I don't know if you can challenge this, but I would argue. I would argue that he's been infringed there, to be honest with you. Yanni Maverick says, we probably have the best chance to beat them with all their players out, and only one we have out is Tedesco, but I don't see it. Who's the fullback for the Roosters without Tedesco? I'm not too sure who goes there. Do they put... who do they put? I know they said Latrell, because obviously I still see him as that Rooster, but obviously it's the Rabbitohs now. Who do they put there as the fullback for the Roosters when James Tedesco's gone? So second tackle here for the Dragons. They're 40 metres out here from the Broncos line after that knock on for the Broncos. Left-hand side they go. Chance here. I think that Broncos fans will have a little bit of a whinge, and a fair whinge at that, if the Dragons score here, because I do believe that probably should have been a penalty for the Joey Manu to fullback. Ooh, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really like that. That's an odd one for me. I guess obviously they don't have a great deal of options, but Joey Manu to fullback I don't really see as a major threat. Left-hand side here for the Dragons. Ooh, Jacques Bird with a bad pass, and it'll go down. Fitz tackle 25 metres out. Big Boy Hayes says, let's go the Broncos. Why? You're a Raiders fan. That would make no sense considering, obviously, 1 second here. Broncos get the ball 15 metres out. No, 10 metres out from their own line. Yeah, look, I think that as a Raiders fan, mate, you should be going for the Dragons here because if the Broncos win, I know that obviously the bye keeps you ahead of the Broncos. However, thank you much, Jackson Nibby, for subscribing. However, that means the Broncos still have a bye as well, which means if you don't win a game before the next bye, the Broncos would go above you, and the Raiders would go to 15th place. I wouldn't be going for the old Broncos if I'm a Raiders fan. So, fourth tackle here. I can't believe we're still mentioning the Raiders as a third last, mind you, third last. So, fifth tackle with the Broncos. They're only made 30 metres here. Ouch. Oh, that's going to be charged down. No, he gets it away just. And the Dragons will have the ball here. 20 metres out from their own line. Here he comes. Big old run back here, Cody Ramsey. Nice little run there. Yanni Maverick said, actually, you know what? I find it very strange that they want to use Cody Ramsey as their fullback, but don't want to use Dufty. I might be wrong about the reasoning behind Dufty not getting re-signed, because I wouldn't say Cody Ramsey's a strong fullback. I would say that you're actually kind of regressing. Yes, you get more height, you get more length, but like at least Nico Hines has got a bit of build to him. I don't really see a massive build to Cody Ramsey that can warrant a fullback position. Left-hand side of the Dragons. Here, they're away. They're away, the Dragons. 20 minutes out, 15 minutes out. Dragons going to score a try. Dragons. Over they go. It is going to be 10-6 here with a kick to come. Boom, 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 boom. The Dragons go boom, boom, pow. So with 20 minutes to go here of the first half, it is going to be a high-scoring game. I am wrong here. I can admit when I'm wrong. It's probably going to be a high-scoring game here. I just thought that the wet weather might have been able to really hold it down, but that is a try for the old St George Illawarra Dragons, and pretty poor tackle there from Misako, pretty poor tackle there from the young winger, the debut winger for the Broncos, and unfortunately the Dragons just get over the line there and put that one over for a 4-pointer. People has this place to hit the Broncos. I wouldn't have if I were you though. You're a Raiders fan, brother. You don't want this team to be jumping you. This team could have a chance at jumping you in the next couple of weeks. Because who are the Rays playing next week, actually? Alan Davis says, I'm old enough to remember the Illawarra Steelers. I remember him, but I didn't get to watch them live, obviously. But I do remember the old Illawarra Steelers. Lennox Production says, try. Potato Dragon says, I meant what's for? Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, what's this hat? This is a Brisbane Lions hat, guys. I just chucked it on, to be honest with you. I have like a shelf that have all my hats. And I just wore this all day today, so I didn't even bother changing it, to be honest with you. Thank you much, Lord Gaines, for subscribing. Appreciate you. But the Brisbane Lions suck. I'm obviously a Geelong Cats fan, but I just was wearing this all day. I wear teams' hats all the time from all different sports. So left-hand side here, the Dragons will go boom. 12-6 is the score. We're only one like away from 50, guys. Smack around that thumbs up button. Just smack it around. Don't smack it. Smack it around. Boom. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here, because we get so damn well close to 10K. We're going to hit it this weekend. I know it is. I know we're going to do it. We're going to hit 10K this weekend on stream. We're going to celebrate. We're going to party. Potato Drinks are the Blade Lions. Blade Lions suck. Gooseberg says, yo, do you have a mullet, cuz? Yeah, bro. I have a massive mullet. Massive mullet. Just without the mullet part. Storm Fan says the Rays playing the Broncos next week. Ooh, okay. I'm interested in that one. Ahsoka. Subscribe. Appreciate it. I won't be streaming next Friday, by the way, guys. My best friend will be getting married, Sarah and Adam. So Adam obviously has been on the channel before. He's a Broncos fan. Shout out to Adam if he is listening or watching right now. Love you, man. But unfortunately, you're not going to have a good result today, my man. But I'm not too sure he plays next Friday night, because I won't be able to stream it. I'll still be able to stream the Thursday night game, so... Alrighty, so let's get back into it. Doesn't they play Bronx? Yeah, Rays Bronx is going to be a nice little interesting one. I'm not going to lie to you. Two teams at the bottom of the table. And if the Broncos win, they can jump the Rays, especially if the Broncos were to find a way to win today. RML says, can you show us your mullet? Obviously, I don't have a mullet, but the Dragons got 40-20 here. 40-20. 40-20. Wow. That's a beauty of a kick. That's a 40-20. That is a nice 40-20 there from Benny Hunt. Wow. That is a brilliant 40-20 there from Benny Hunt. And he goes, you know what? I screwed you in the grand final in 2015, and I'm going to screw you again. So we're going to get a nice little set of 10 meters out. Alan Davis says Broncos are back in 2047, absolutely, but you're still undercutting a little bit. Well, let's at least get into 2050s. So first tackle here, left-hand side, the Dragons come. Chance here, Ben Hunt, underneath to Laurie. Ooh, nearly knocked that on there. He does not knock it on, though. Yanni Maverick says, next Friday night is Panthers vs Sharks, Blaze. You won't be missing any good games. Yeah, fair enough. Panthers will win that by about 450 million. But the Titans Roosters, I will be going, obviously, I'm back on the Gold Coast, so I'm moving back up to the Gold Coast, guys, because, by the way, there is an injury right now to Alex Glenn. That's why we're waiting. I'm moving back to the Gold Coast because I do all these streams now. I don't need to be in Sydney. I can fly down here if I want to go to a game, whatnot. That's close to a 4-pass from Hunt there, but they're not going to call in the 4-pass. So, yeah, very much looking forward to PSG. He says, go the Maroons. Good on you, mate. Somebody says, this game is perfect with the wooden spoon poster right there. Just don't see the Broncos winning here. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. William Hunt says, this is all Milford's fault. He should have played. Well, yeah, it is Milford's fault, to be completely honest with you. If it's not Milford's fault, it's still Milford's fault because everything's his fault. So, Dragons here, right-hand side. Chance here. Ben Hunt underneath. I should make a shirt saying it's all Milford's fault. So third tackle leave the Dragons. 3 metres out. Let me know in the chat. Would you buy a shirt if I made it saying it's all Milford's fault? So third tackle here. 10 metres out. Dragons slam. No. Offloads the ball. Ben Hunt here. 15 metres out. Gets it off to Laurie. And Laurie is going to get back. Oh, wow. Oh, wait. The Dragons getting manhandled here. They're getting manhandled. So left-hand side for the Dragons. Ben Hunt with the ball. Gets off to Dufty. Dufty here underneath. Oh, that pass from Dufty is actually ridiculous, but they will not get the try there. So 1 metre short here from the line. Dragons are with the ball. Right-hand side they come. Ben Hunt, 10 metres out. Oh, what is he doing? What is Ben Hunt doing? Oh, he offloads the ball forward. Okay, Ben Hunt, nice. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what happened just then. Ben Hunt goes from hero to zero. Not zero to hero real quick. He goes from hero to zero real quick because the 40-20 turns into a knock-on on fifth tackle when he got tackled and tried to offload it, and he looked like an idiot. Lennox Production says, I'm pretty sure there isn't a Thursday game next week, bro. Okay, well, there you go. I won't be streaming next Thursday or Friday. But obviously I will be at the game on Saturday, and I think I'll be able to stream the Saturday night game unless that Titans-Roosters... Is the Titans-Roosters game a 3 p.m. game? If so, I can stream the last game on that night. Evans not here says Dragons scored 12. Well, yes, mate, the Dragons have scored 12. That is the live score right below us, man. I don't change that. I don't do that. That is all flash score. So 15 and a half minutes to go here of the first half. 4 tackle for the Broncos, 40 minutes out from their own line. Dasmate says Ben Hunt knocking a ball on. Broncos fans know what that's like. That's none of my business, though, but you're right. So fifth tackle here. And the Broncos are going to boot this one from the halfway point. Up it goes from Tyson Gamble. It's an okay kick. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, knock on from Cody Ramsey. That's going to get him into... He's offside. That's a penalty. Hello, that's a penalty to the Broncos there. Why are they not calling the penalty? That's a knock on, but it should be penalty. That should be a penalty there for the Dragons. He was offside there. That should be a penalty against the Dragons there. I don't understand how this is not a penalty. Cody Ramsey has a ball, drops it forward, and... that's definitely a penalty there. Psychedelic says, bro, is the Australian football rigged? What are you talking about? Danny says, a tough few weeks coming up for the Titans. How do you think you'll go? I think we'll probably lose this week. I have tipped him just because I'm going to tip him every week anyway. I do believe we could beat the Roosters at Seabus in 2 weeks' time. But I don't believe we'll have a good run in general. I think we can beat Manly too at Seabus. We've got a very good record against Manly. But in the same sense, it's just a defense, man. You know, if we can sort out a defense, we can win every game besides the Storm game. But and we could even arguably win that with all their outs. But in regards to the team, just for just need to sort that defense out. Once that happens, Titans will be a good team, but they are literally horrific. Broncos here, right hand side, chance here, easy try for the Brisbane Broncos. They go boom right in your face. It's gonna be 12-10 here with a kick to come. Brisbane Broncos go boom, boom, boom. That is what I'm talking about. The Broncos say, hello, don't forget about me. We are still here. And it is 12-10 with a kick to come. But have a look at this one from the Broncos. Right-hand side they go. Gamble gets it off to, I think, Kelly at the back here. Kelly with a fantastic ball through. Kelly could have scored underneath the post, to be completely honest with you. I think Kelly could have scored himself, but obviously he didn't have the step on him and gets the ball to the right-hand side. I think Albert Kelly, on his own, could have scored this. Corey Norman with a horrific defense. He didn't know what he was doing. And then, the number 17 for the Brisbane Broncos will score the try. So, well done to the Brisbane Broncos. They are probably going to equalise this game. But realistically, I believe Albert Kelly was a bit unselfish there, which is very good to see. But, Justin Olam can learn a few things from that. Psychedelic says, Adelaide had 1 goal. The Western Sydney has an own goal 10 minutes later. Who's winning that game? Because that's a big game for Wellington Phoenix. Albert Kelly, jeez, that's poor. Corey Norman was left on his own there. That's not Corey Norman's fault. That's my bad. No, you can't be blaming Corey Norman for that. That's got to be on Jack Bird. That's Jack Bird's fault there. Corey Norman was left on his own, and Jack Bird. He really shouldn't have been jumping in there. That was terrible. Yanam Abner says, come on, the Bronx, win for my tips. No. Actually, as a Titans fan, I kind of would prefer the Broncos to win this, to be completely oddly honest with you. So the Broncos will make it 12-12 here. I did tip the Dragons, but realistically, I don't give a shit about my tips. I could get 0 tips all season long. Well, no, I want at least probably 10, because that means the Titans have lost every single game. But I couldn't care less about my tips. I want my team to be in the best position, and the best position for the Titans is the Dragons losing this game. So let's get around the Bronx. Broccoli Weave says it's Milford's fault. That was Milford's fault, that try. That was absolutely Milford's fault. If he wasn't out, he would have stopped that try. Because he's out, it's all his fault. Because he's out because he's shithouse. So, like, you know, that's his fault for not being that great this year. But if he was there, he might have been there. But he probably wouldn't have been, but it's still his fault anyway. Lennox Production says, hit the like button, guys. Mate, Lennox Production, you are spot on, mate. You've never been more spot on in your life. You've got to absolutely smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already. So first tackle here with the Broncos. They're 25 metres out here from their own line. Jet Taylor says he's Olam, Queensland, and New South Wales. He's Papua New Guinea, but I would assume he's Queens. I don't know, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you. Dragons been slapped here. Wow. Daniel Alvaro has been slapped there. Yeah, I'm not too sure about Justin Olam. Obviously he is Papua New Guinean, so I don't know. He wouldn't play Origin. I don't think he's from Queensland or New South Wales. That's an elbow there. That's an elbow here. The Broncos may be looking at a suspension here and a sending off or a sin bin. This could be a send off. He's gone with the elbow and lifted it up there. This could be a send off. This could be a send off, lads. This could be a send off here, lads. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not lying. I'm sitting here. I'm not lying. Being honest, this could be a send off here. Daniel Sonny says, hi mate from Papua New Guinea. Who got the first try? First try was the Broncos. And it was David Mead. Albert Kelly to David Mead. Yes, David Mead. Does make sense send him off. Sport Action says, no, that's rugby league. That's cool. But we all know what the rules are like nowadays. His forearm goes to the head there pretty strongly. Interesting. Gooseberg says, who was getting sent off? Play for the Broncos. It's weird. I don't know how they're going to call this. They're not going to call anything. They're not going to call anything. Okay, fair enough. I can't disagree with it, but we all know how the rules are nowadays. That any contact with the head, and obviously we've seen an elbow kind of go straight to the face of a Dragon. So why is Alvaro why has he not come off yet? I don't get it. So Jack de Bellin's going to be coming on here, guys. Well done to the lad. Well done to the lad. We're not going to talk about his legality issues, but well done to Jack Bellin coming on here for the Dragons. He's had a rough trip the last couple of years and ignoring the situation because we can't do anything besides what the law says. He's done a fantastic job to get back out there and he's fit enough to go, and congratulations to the man. Mr. Snipe says, do you think Ben Hunt should be on the bench for Queensland? No, I do not. Fit tackle here for the Broncos at the halfway point. I'm not going to... No, I don't understand why you want Ben Hunt for Queensland off the bench, to be honest with you. So up it goes here. Chance here for the Dragons to grab it. They do take it to 25 metres out here from their own line. Someone asked me if this game will go over 53.5 just now. Brother, it's 12-12 with 11 minutes to go the first half. Absolutely is it looking like it's going over 53.5. It's still 11 minutes to go the first half, and both these teams are scoring. I was wrong at the beginning of this game. I thought it would be a low-scoring one because it's so wet and so shockingly just shithouse conditions. But it doesn't look like it's raining right now. So, third tackle here for the Dragons, left-hand side. There he is, big Jack de Bellin. There you go. Storm fan says, Justin Olam is not from Queensland or New South Wales. He plays Papua New Guinea. That's cool, but that's not the point. Left-hand side here, Dragons knock it on. Dragons knock it on. Broncos are going to be away here. Broncos are going to be away here. They picked the ball up. It didn't go out, and the Broncos will get the ball here 45 metres out from their own line. You can be from Papua New Guinea, just like you can be from Fiji or from Samoa, because Luai is from Samoa. He's not, he's going to be a Blue, but it's just because I don't believe that Olam has played any professional game for a New South Wales or Queensland club at any representative level. So I don't believe he qualifies because he's not from either of the states. I think he went directly from Papua New Guinea to the Melbourne Storm, if I'm not wrong. Big Boy has his Cody Ramsey's kind of shit. I just don't understand why they want to choose him over Duffy going forward for their fullback role. So 20 metres out here from the Dragons line. I'll read that comment out in a second. Broncos here with the ball, third tackle, right-hand side, fourth tackle now, 15 metres out. Can the Broncos score here and take the lead? They were down 12-6, and they were up 6-0, then it went to 6-6, then it went to 12-6. Albert Kelly has been fantastic. This game gets the offload away. Albert Kelly with 3 assists. Albert Kelly has been fantastic. Albert Kelly has been unbelievable here for the Brisbane Broncos. They will score a try here. It's going to be 16-12 here with the kick to come. 9 minutes 43 to go here the first half. That is an unbelievable third try assist here for Albert Kelly. And is that not the debut player for the second try of the game? That is unbelievable. Is that not the debut player for his second try for his second try of the game? Is that not his debut? Sport Action just put some respect on Albert Kelly's name. Brother, have I not just respected him for the last 30 minutes? I've been saying how fantastic he's playing the whole game. Leslie Brown says, who's called the try? I'm pretty sure this is the rookie. Who is this? Oh, Rabati. This is Rabati. Sorry, guys. I don't know who Rabati is. Alex says that is terrible defense by the Dragons. Should have got there. Absolutely. So now, the Dragons lose. And when the Titans win this week against the Storm, Yanni Maverick says, and also for my tips. There you go. So you look at this from Albert Kelly, and that defense is just horrific. Who's the 17 there for the Dragons? Who's the 17 for the Dragons? Jetel, you're right. It's Milford's fault. No, who cares? Don't tell me who the 17 is for the Dragons. Don't tell me. That's Milford's fault. That's Milford's fault? Absolutely. Every day of the week. As always, Milford's fault there. So Broncos will slap it on through. So that is going to be 18-12 here to the Brisbane Broncos. Guys, let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. 4 likes away from 60. Let's get to 65 before halftime gets underway. And obviously, subscribe if you're new around here as we make our way to 10 damn well K, baby. Boom, let's go. Alex said, I reckon we can come back. So there's so many minutes to go. This isn't a comeback. I don't get why people say this is a comeback. I always get comments saying, I reckon we can come back. Like, when it's only a 6-point deficit. Like, it's a 6-point deficit. That's not a comeback, son. This ain't no comeback. You win this game. Dragons never came back. Oh, technically, they came back from a 6-point deficit. I know what people are saying, though. They're saying, like, it's a bit, they came back from the dead. Not really, mate. So, Broncos with the ball, 20 minutes out from their own line. Little Money says, Cobbo has had pretty good first half. Buddy, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm giving the credit to Albert Kelly. Yes, obviously, he's been there in the position to grab the ball, but Albert Kelly has been the man of the match by a long way so far. Come on, guys. 2 more likes to hit 60. Let's do it. We've got 81 people here right now. I know we can get 2 more likes to hit a 60. Mitch Rabbit says, I'm late. How's the game going, Blaze? It's Milford's fault the Broncos aren't up by more. That's all I'll say. It is Milford. Oh! That's a crunch. That's a crunch. That's a crunch. That's a crunch. That is an absolute crunch. That is an absolute crunch. Wowee. We've just seen an absolute slap. So 0 tackle here for the Dragons. 25 minutes out. The Broncos knocked that ball on. That is unbelievable. Liquids and try. Thank you very much for subscribing. It's Dragons here. 15 minutes short here. Jed Kerr says Albert Kelly is a beast. Used to kick with him at school. A slot of national talent. He's unbelievable. First tackle with the Dragons. 10 minutes out. Left hand side. I never really understood why the Titans got rid of him, but in the same sense, it is what it is. Second tackle here. I can't believe Milford knocked that ball on. Second tackle of the Dragons, right-hand side, 10 metres out. Here we go. It's going to be Dufty. Dufty with an unbelievable pass. It is now 18-16. This is going to be one of the most high-scoring games you're ever going to see, guys. This is going to be one of the most high-scoring games you're ever going to see. I was blatantly wrong at the beginning of this game. I was blatantly wrong. With 7 minutes to go here, it's going to be 18-16 with a kick to come. And that's Milford's defence there. That's absolutely Milford's defence there. So, Dufty with an unbelievable ball. Gets it past Milford. And well done to the Dragons. Well done to the Dragons. Dufty's had a fantastic game so far too. Albert Kelly for the Broncos and Matty Dufty for the Dragons. They've just been so good, both of them. They just must be so good. Actually, I thought you might hate me. We Sharks beat the Titans. I was trying to talk to you and all you did was time me out. I thought you hated me. I timed out probably about 102 people that day. I timed out probably about 102 different people that day. So if you got timed out in that Titans versus Sharks stream, then don't worry. You can join the party with the 101 other people that I timed out because that was a fun day. Alan Davis says the Broncos are back. Up them. Up at the Broncos. How about that one? They are back. They're back. You see how it's cut off here because we've got our subscriber here? You see how it's cut off here? That's because it's anticipating. It's anticipating the rollover. As it stands, there's an O there. But I leave it open to interpretation with the 2 there. See now how we're talking. I can just put this 1 here. And the Dragon's going to kick the kick. There you go. So 18-18. It is a tight game. So if I do this, see? 2021. How about that one? You like that? Open to interpretation. I'm like a film director over here. I'm like Scorsese. So 6 minutes to go here. The first half is 18-18. Wow. Pro Trooper says, why do you always hate the Broncos? You are a Panthers fan. Why do you keep commenting on my shit saying you hate it when Blaze speaks about hating the Broncos? You're a Panthers fan, dude. Stop wanking on about having a second team called the Broncos. The second teams suck. It's like me. I don't mind the Sharks from my mum, but I want to flog the Sharks. They flogged us. But I don't get this whole second team shit. You've got a Panthers damn well logo, bro. Why you get so upset that the Broncos suck ass? So 5 minutes for you to go here the first half. And also, man, you're probably a young kid, so I do apologise to you. But here's a little bit of a wake-up call. In sport, that's called rivalry. And you hate the other team. So welcome to life, man. Welcome to real life. Yanni Maverick says, honestly, that was Milford's fault because he blinked, which distracted the Broncos from the game. I reckon he's definitely there. I reckon it's just his aura. It's Milford's aura. It's his aura. Get a better aura. So Dragons with the ball, up it goes, and that's going to be a 40-20 here attempt. No, it will be nowhere close to the side. Tazza uses TC Rabadi and Kelly equals absolute arousal, absolutely. But you've also got to remember this defense is terrible. That's fantastic. Albert Kelly and Rabadi have been fantastic, but you guys have still given up 18 points. Duffy's been unbelievable. I honestly believe Albert Kelly should have scored that second try, but it's what it is. I just think Albert Kelly has been brilliant in this game. His friend says, can you do the nana-nana? I'll do the nana-nana when the Dragons score. Third tackle here. You know what? We're only going to do the nana-nana if we get 65 likes before half time. 4 likes away. Fourth tackle here for the Broncos. They're 45 metres out here from their own line. Left-hand side they go. Matt Lodge gets it past the halfway point. Tasman says, my 13th favourite team is the Cowboys. Oh, no, don't get them started. I've already had people talking shit in my Instagram DMs today about that bullshit. Just because I spoke the facts. Just because I spoke the truth. The Cowboys haven't beaten a top 8 team yet. Oh, shit, man. I've got some kid crying in my DMs saying, you suck. It's not suck. It's like, no shit. Yes, we do. Absolutely, goddamn we do. But that's not the point here. So, second tackle here for the Dragons. Mikhail Ravalawa, it's not been great today, in my opinion. Yanni Marita says, and same as my third and fourth. Mate, my 16th favourite team is the Broncos. One of my favourite teams, but they're 16th. So, fourth tackle here for the Dragons. They're 40 metres out here from their own line. And left-hand side they come. And that's going to be at the halfway point. This is going to be an interesting game here for all the wrong reasons. How about that? This is going to be an interesting game here for all of the wrong reasons. Chavez says Milford should be a water boy. No, but he'd still drop the water. He's still, oh my God, why are you letting that ball bounce, Sarko? Why are you letting that ball bounce? On a Sarko, it's going to be a high tackle here apparently. It's going to be a penalty. Gugu says Milford should go back to under 10s. Nah, it'd be like a, it'd be a rolling, it'd be a domino effect. The under 10s would suck. They would grow up. They would grow up to suck. The Broncos then suck down the line. It's Milford's fault. Leslie Brown says, one of them lead at half time. Will do justice for my tips. Please no draw. Why? Somebody says, I thought you usually do nana-nana whenever the Titans play. No. We do the nana-nana when the Broncos concede, because that's what the Broncos do when they're at their home games. They go na-na-na, 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 and they look like tosses. So that's why we do it against them. So Broncos with the ball here at the halfway point, and it's going to be inside the attacking half. Melvin says, has this been a good game? No, it's been okay. It's been fine, but it's not a good game. I prefer a kind of this being the full-time area. Matt Lodge with a good run here. Second tackle, 32 minutes out. I don't really like high-scoring, just like shock and defense. So I think it's okay because there's points in it, but it's not for me. Right-hand side here, Chancey for the Broncos. They're going to be 8 metres short here. Chancey. Third tackle for the Broncos. 8 metres out, left-hand side. Albert Kelly gets it off. It's going to be Broncos now with the ball. They're going to be 8 metres short. Blaze at YouTube says Alex Glenn's back. He's useless. Well, there you go. Set restart here for the Broncos. 8 metres short. Left-hand side they come. Oh, my goodness me. They got close. Second tackle. They are coming. Jet Taylor says, if it's not Milford's fault, I'm not interested. Mate, well, you're always interested then because it's always Milford's fault. Matt Lodge, he's been very good today in my opinion. He's not usually that great, but he's been very good today in my opinion. Matt Lodge. Third tackle here. Broncos underneath. Gets it off to Pangai. Held up. Good stuff by the Dragons there. I think that was a good run there by Pangai Jr. I think it was worth the play. But obviously, Pangai Jr. gets held up there by 3 Dragons. And wowchi mama. He is going to get nothing there. So 2 minutes to go here of the first half. Can the Broncos take the lead here just before half time? The Dragons will get one touch of the ball as well if they can obviously stop the try. Is that going to be a knock-off of the Dragons or a knock-off of the Broncos? No, it'll be a knock-off of the Broncos and the Dragons will get the ball here. Gugu says if the water's not running, it's Milford's fault. Mate, but it's shit, man. It's always Milford's fault. Even when it's not Milford's fault, it's his fault for not making it his fault. So set restart for the Dragons. They're going to get the last touch of the ball in this first half. Pro Trooper says, Blaze, why are you not uploading BKR Travel? Because I also work. Until I can make this channel bigger and more successful and make it more of a career, I have to also work. So I don't have the time for BKR Travel. But once I can make this into a career, I'll go for BKR Travel and BKR Clips, man. So second tackle here for the Dragons. Left-hand side, Chancey. They're going to get inside the attack and half now. Can they make a field goal, maybe? Can they go for a field goal, you reckon? What are we thinking, lads? Let me know in the chat. So third tackle here for the Dragons. 45 metres out, left-hand side they come. Ben Hunt with the ball. Gets it underneath there to Dufty. Dufty's it's going to be slipped over there for tackle. Can the Dragons kick a field goal here? It's kind of slippery conditions. What are they going to be able to do? Right-hand side they come. Ben Hunt gets off to Norman. Norman here. Gets 3-on-2 out on the right-hand side. Albert Kelly gets over there to stop it, and it will be fit tackle here. Oh, that's going to be offloaded backwards from the Dragons. The Broncos are going to pick this ball up, and I don't know what's going on here from the Dragons. Okay, well, Well, that kind of okay. That's what happened just then. That's just what happened. Tasman says DeBellin field goal. Well, it's going to be difficult for DeBellin to get a field goal when they don't have the ball. But good luck, man. If DeBellin gets a field goal, very, very much good luck. So right hand side they come. Oh my God, Broncos, you're unreal. You're unreal. I'm taking a field goal off the scrum here from the Dragons. I'm taking a field goal off the drum here, off the scrum. Like, what's going on? Taz says always will hate Ben Hunt for 2015. That's a Broncos fan, lads. That's a Broncos fan. Well done. We're not surprised. Like I say all the time, I think Broncos win that grand final. I think Broncos win that grand final in extra time if Ben Hunt doesn't drop that ball. So, I saw Daniel Bates saying before that he doesn't like how people are still ragging on Ben Hunt. I think it's fair enough. Obviously, mental health wise, it sucks, but it's what you get, man. It's what happens in sport. They're criticising that. Oh my God, they're going to kick it through here. They're going to kick it through. Matty Duffy's going to have a chance here. If the bounce is right for him. Oh. Isako, what are you doing? It's going to be a try to the Dragons on half time. Isako, what are you doing, my dude? Isako, what are you doing, my dude? Dufty has now had 2 assists and a try. Take that, Dragons, who want to get rid of him at the end of the year. How is Dufty just scored? I did tell you, I was like, if it bounces perfectly for him, but the Broncos, how is... Oh my God, is he onside? Is that Isako? It is Isako. What is Isako doing there? But it's half time. Just slap it out, grab it, do whatever. It's half time, man. All you have to do is hit the ball out or grab it or do whatever. You don't need to wait for it to go dead. Like, there's 5 seconds left, mate. He will get the try. We're going to have to look at if he's onside here. And considering that the Dragons want to get rid of this guy. Nah. We're waiting. We're waiting for the nah, because we're going to see if it's a confirmed try yet. It is a confirmed try. Alrighty, well that's half time here, guys. Well, not half time yet. We're gonna see the conversion still to come. We're on the halfway point. I just don't understand Isako. Sometimes he can have a great game like against the Titans, but that's against the Titans defense. And then he goes and plays a game like this where he's been terrible. He's been shocking in this game so far. Isako. Interrupter says Dragons have to be cheering. I'm cheering. Am I cheering though? It's like I'm a Titans fan. I want the Broncos to win, but I also don't want the Broncos to win. I'm only in a lose-lose situation here. And Normal will kick the kick. So it will be 24-18 here at half time. Someone's asking me if they're going to hit over 53.5 in the game. Mate, it's 42 points in the first half. 24-18. It's 24-18 in the Dragons in the first half. And you're asking me if it's going on 53.5 in the whole game? They only need 10 more points, mate. They need 10 more points. Tazayu says he's honestly such a melon. Legit dropped the grand through his hands. Who did? But oof, that was. I think he's onside because the ball is in front of him. That's a tough call because it was very close to being offside there by Dufty, but I think the ball is just in front of him, and the bunker confirmed it, so it's okay. But guys, it is half time. It is 24-18 here to the Dragons. We're in for a ripper game right now in regards to how high scoring it is. Defense has been absolutely appalling and abysmal and sickening, and it makes me sick to watch this defense from both teams. But, watching the attack right now is exciting. And, you got to think, is this actually the attack or is this actually the defense? I'm looking at the defense and it looks shit house, but I'm looking at the attack and it's looking pretty okay. Duffy shouldn't be scoring that try in half time there because, Isako, you're a melon. But, I don't know. We might be in for a good second half here, guys. So, guys, let's go and hit that thumbs up button. Let's hit 85. Let's get 14 more likes before the second half gets underway. And obviously, subscribe if you're new around here. We are very, very close to 10K, baby. Oh, we are 68 subscribers away. Sport Reactions says this is a high-scoring game for wet conditions. Yeah, man. Well, it's not. Look. It's been raining all day today. Thank you very much, my second channel, for subscribing. Your second channel, good on you, man. Well, what about your first channel? But it was raining all today, but it wasn't. It's not raining right now, so yeah. By the way, Sport Reactions, I wanted to ask you, how's your clippers going, baby? Ooh, how's those clippers going? About as good as the Chicago Bulls. At least they made the playoffs, but I don't know if they're going to be going too much further, especially when they played American Airlines Arena in the next game. Fight Night Simulation says thoughts on Hines. Okay, so yeah, good question. Hines at the Sharks is odd. It's good, but it's odd. So the Sharks have said they want to play Hines as the 7 and Moylan as the 6, and then obviously have William Kennedy as the 1. I don't get it. I think the Nico Hines is a fullback. I'm not a big fan of him as a half. I don't think he's a star. I don't think he's. I think he's good, and I think he's above decent. I think he's a quality player, but I also look at that as the Storm. The Storm always have these great players who. I'm a Titans fan. I've seen plenty of Storm players come through our ranks over the years that just haven't lived up to the expectations. The Storm are a very good nursery. They're a very good team to show the ability, and then make you pay overs. I hate the Storm not because they're successful, but because they make you pay overs for their players who are good at their team, but never good when they're away from the team. The only two players that I can really remember as the Storm being successful elsewhere was Greg Inglis and Kipper besides that, I couldn't really name you a great Storm player that really transgressed from the Storm to another team. So that's why I worry about the Nico Hines situation with the Sharks. I think he's a good player. I think he's above decent, but I don't think he's a star player, especially at the Storm. Considering that Pappenhausen is the main guy there, who's their number 6? You got Munster as the main guy there, and you've got Jerome Hughes the main guy there. So he doesn't actually have the starting spot in his own team at the Storm. And now he's going to the Sharks. Now, look, that's because they have fantastic players there, but will he be able to transgress from the Melbourne setup with Craig Bellamy to Craig Fitzgibbon and the Sharks? I don't know. I don't believe it, because I don't believe any Storm player is successful outside of the two. But it's funny, says Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith never played outside of Melbourne. Cameron Smith never played for anyone outside of the Melbourne Storm. Melbourne says Adam Carr will. Don't believe it. Until I see it, I don't believe it. Until I see a Storm player become successful elsewhere. Kevin Proctor, love the bloke, fantastic guy. Speak to him after every single game. Regressed after coming from the Melbourne Storm. Bo Champion, remember him? He regressed after going from the Storm to, I think he went to the Titans and then the Rabbitohs, or he went to the Rabbitohs and Titans. I can't remember. I can't remember which way that went. A lot of players over the years, they don't transgress. They do not transgress. Will says, time to release Saka to the Titans and Broncos will be good to go. Will, how dare you say something so ridiculous and disgusting? Will, I should time you out, but I won't do it. How dare you? Oh my God, that makes me sick. Attila says, Dave Mead, what a try. He's a good player. He's a good player, but he's also down 24-18. So it's all well and good to be a good player, but he also is down losing 24-18. Just like when Damian Lillard had an absolutely unbelievable, ridiculously good game for the Portland Trailblazers the other day. That team still lost. It's all well and good to be an unbelievable damn player, but your team needs to win. Otherwise, people will forget about this. Melbourne says, Will Chambers, how dare you say something so... If you think Will made me sick... you shut up. Shut up, Melmo. Oh, man, I was close to timing you out. Solidify says, do you think Matt Duffy top 5 fast in the NRL today? I think he's fast, but I also think that you're looking at that last try and thinking that he's the fastest since sliced bread, and I don't believe that you're looking at that the right way, because I do believe that Asako walked there. He walked there like a donkey, because he is a donkey. He walked to that ball and didn't get there first because Duffy wanted it more. I think that if you're looking at the pace from Asako and the pace from Duffy, you're going to think Duffy's is faster by more than he actually is. I think Duffy's fast. Don't get me wrong. I think he's top 10. He could be top 5. But I think that you're overestimating the speed because of the way he was able to catch Asako in such a quick time frame, because Asako was basically walking him. Daniel Bates says, blimey, Bo Champion, what happened to him? Remember him briefly at Leeds Rhinos? He fell off blatantly. He completely fell off, Bo Champion. Joshua Mitchell says, James Maloney was with the Storm. James Maloney, no, you're not giving credit to James Maloney being at the Melbourne Storm. Stop it. You're not, no, was James Maloney ever even at the Storm? James Maloney was Panthers, Sharks. Panthers, Sharks? Roosters? Panthers, Sharks, Roosters? Or was it Roosters, Sharks? No, he was the Panthers. Panthers, Roosters, Sharks, wasn't it? Fanush says, how will Manly go now without Turbo? Reckon Josh Schuster will step up? Well, put it this way. He's only out for 3 games. Manly play the Cowboys. I think the Titans. I can't remember the other team. They're at least playing bottom 8 teams when they have Turbo out. But yeah, it'll be a nerve-wracking time for Manly fans. It will be. But I think they'll be able to sneak it. Mike Second Chance is Duffy fast boy. Oh, he's fast. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying he's not fast. That's tough. I think he's on... Oh, that's tough to call onside, offside. I think you go with the on-field decision. There. That's like a Billy Slater try, Queensland versus New South Wales. Don't forget it, Blues fans. I think that really shows I think that really was on the line with the football, and I think you have to go with the on-field decision there. That was exactly like Billy Slater back in 2005, 2006, was it, for Queensland versus New South Wales? Nick PD says James Maloney. James Maloney, I'm not giving credit for Storm. I'm not giving credit to the Storm for James Maloney. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. My future of forward drive for subscribing. I'm not giving James Maloney for the credit there. Israel Folau, I will give credit, but wasn't he Bronco? No. Who am I thinking with Broncos? That's Carmichael Hunt. Israel Folau never played for the Broncos, did he? Am I wrong there? I can't remember. It's go back a while now. It's gone like 10 years. Israel Folau obviously was at the Storm, yes. But he also didn't play rugby league afterwards. But I guess that's tomato. Rugby union, rugby league is very similar. Will says Cooper Cronk won Roosters 2 grand finals after leaving Storm. I said Cooper Cronk and I said Greg Inglis. They're the only 2 players. What was the other ones? Tohu Harris. Tohu Harris has been decent. I think he's I think he's actually impressed. I think he's gone up, so I'll give you Tohu Harris as well. Thank you much, Dragons for Life, for subscribing. You better hit that thumbs up. 2 Dragons for Life, otherwise I'm not going to be happy. But you better hit that thumbs up button. And also Vic Mero for subscribing. Melvin says Blaze, Paul or Woodley. It's an interesting one. It is an interesting one because there's a reason why Jake selected that fight. Woodley's not in his prime. He's on a losing streak right now. And Woodley also has the record of the MMA for, in a single fight, lowest amount of punches thrown. Go figure, that's who he chooses. But Woodley should still win, but overall, just throw him. Will says Israel Folau's first team was the Broncos. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty certain that I give the credit to the Broncos there. I don't know who I give credit for. Who would you guys in the chat? Let me know. Do you agree? Do you believe that Israel Folau should be given credit to the Storm or the Broncos for where he came through? Noah Iwasa says, great to see Devellin back in the NRL. Absolutely. It's great to see him. Ignoring all the legality issues, he's gone through an absolutely tough time the last couple of years. And based on what the court proceedings have found, we have to let him back in. And, good for him if that's what the court proceedings have found. And we have to celebrate his return to the game. Ali Attila says, Broncos played good against the Roosters. The final score was 36-16. Broncos 36, Roosters 16. The Broncos were good against the Roosters, but you've also got to remember the Roosters were refereed out of that game, and it's obvious. It was blatant. There's no question about it. But the Broncos they deserve some credit, but they're not going to get the credit because the Roosters were refereed out of that game. So I forget that game even exists. Noah, you asked. Okay. Well, no, we're not going to get into legality issues, guys. Don't time out Noah, but Dasmate and Melmo in the chat. Please time out anyone who refers to the DeBellin legality issue. If they talk about DeBellin in general, don't time them out. But if they talk about the DeBellin legality issue, please time them out. Leslie Brown says Schuster is such a smooth player. Schuster is a very good player. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of him. He's very young and very good to go. I'm really looking forward to the talent that's coming through from Josh Schuster. Reece Walsh, Dane Laurie, Sam Walker. I think Sam Walker's regressed a little bit since his earlier hype. I think Reece Walsh is that it guy now. I think he's really that big guy. I'm looking forward to seeing Preston Campbell's son, Jason Campbell, play for the Titans this week. So if you guys don't know, Preston Campbell's son will be debuting for the Gold Coast Titans as the fullback on Saturday because obviously AJ Brimson is out for the Queensland Maroons team. King Cuthbert says, what flogs on Queenslander? They're saying they're crying poor in New South Wales. Huh? I don't even know where that's came from. What's going on there? Can I go to Titans says Selwyn Cobbo. That's the debut player that scored 2 tries, yeah? Is that not the debut player that scored 2 tries? Shmoo says Tigers' chances tomorrow. I don't like it. I think Panthers have still got a very quality team. I think if the Panthers are going to lose, it's going to be to the Roosters where they have all their players out. I think that Panthers having all their players out will still beat a majority of the teams. You have a look at their team. They've got Burton in the halves. They've still got Edwards there. They've still got they've got Brent Naden as the 18th man. He's a good player. The Bulldogs want to play him as a starting centre. Most teams will play him as a starting centre. The Panthers have him as an 18th man, even without all these with all these Origin players, right? I still think the Panthers romp them. I still think the Panthers win by a lot against the Tigers. I'm going to say 13 plus still. But I think against the Roosters, I think the Roosters could snake it. And I'm not too sure who the other team is that they get to play for the pre-third game. King God says on YouTube. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Antonio says Jaden. I swear I've seen Jaycen somewhere. I must be wrong. But yeah, I can't wait to see him, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see the nice little up and coming talent. And that's our first. I think that's our first father and son player duo at the club, which is very exciting. Nick Petey says Tigers smashed the Dragons though. Dragons are shithouse and the Tigers are shithouse, and that game was shithouse. What else do you need me to say about that? What, you comprende español? You want me to speak in French to you? But buongiorno, shithouse. I don't know how to say shithouse in French. That game was shithouse between two shithouse teams. What do you want? What do you want from me? Huh? What do you want from me, man? My goodness, man. My goodness. Max Watson says, who do you think will win this game? I'm taking the Dragons. But that's because both these teams' defense is horrific, abysmal, and disgusting. But their attack is decent. But then again, is it the attack or is it just how bad this defense is? Because this defense is deplorable. Evan's not here, says, I thought the Panthers will have their players against the Roosters. No, I don't believe so. No. Belinda Richardson, I'm not going to say hey to you. I'm going to say bye because I know you're about to get timed out by one of the moderators for spamming. You cannot spam. Don't spam. Patrick Condon says, with no suspensions or injuries, Dragons are a top 6 team. Disagree absolutely completely on every single facet of every single asset of the game. Yes. Disagree completely. Absolutely completely. I still don't have them as a top team. Top 8 team. No. That's my opinion. Obviously, I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. But I still do not have them anywhere close to being a top 6 team. Anywhere close. Jordan Cadigan says, plays Adelaide and Wanderers 2-2. 26 minutes left. Wanderers have a red card as well. Wellington not looking good for the finals now. Yanni Mavis says, no way. There's no way the Dragons with a full team are anywhere close to top 6. Anywhere close. Yanni Mavis says the Dragons shotgun. Bingo. Antonio Raphael says Preston was the first player that the Titans to the club signed, so it's great to see some player to the club. Exactly right. That's what I'm saying. It's our first duo, father-son, and obviously we've got the Preston Campbell stand where the front line, the official supporter club of the Gold Coast Titans sit. The only supporter club of the Gold Coast Titans. You know, there's a lot of scams going around. Scams! The scamarinos going around, but you know, there's only one official Gold Coast Titans supporter club, and that is the Frontline Allegiance. So get around it. Shazad Khan, subscribe to BKR Sport. Appreciate you very much, Shazad. Lurkin says, thoughts on the Dragons not re-signing Duffy. Think it's ridiculous, think it's ludicrous, and I think it's wowchy mama worthy. He's obviously had a fantastic game so far. Patrick Condon says that injury-free lineup includes McInnes. Well, considering McInnes is not a Dragons player anymore, I would have to politely disagree with that, and I also would not have them as a top 6 team, even with McInnes. I think they would be pushing for the 8, but I don't have them anywhere close to top 6 now. Alrighty, so the Broncos will kick the ball off here, guys. We hit 83 likes. Good on you, lights. Let's go for a hungy. We hit 100 every single stream, so let's go for the hunch. Let's get the whip out. Let's get the whip going. Let's get the hunch going, and also subscribe if you're on new round here because we are flying to 10k. We're hitting 10k this weekend. I promise you. I guarantee you. We're hitting 10,000 subscribers this weekend. So second half here. Dragons will have the ball 25 metres out from their own line. King Gutho says Origin should have been played in Canberra. We never beat Queensland in Queensland, unfortunately. That's sounded like New South Wales crying to me, so I agree with the comment that you said before, because this is actually Queensland's home year, mind you, and it's not our fault that Victoria, it's not our fault that Queensland put up the money. New South Wales didn't have the money. They didn't want to put up the money for it. It's their fault. It's not our fault. Queensland wanted to throw down the money for it. It is also a Queensland technical home year, but because the way the games have been taken to Victoria and to Adelaide and to Perth, they set it up where the second game is the home year, because they make sure that no matter what, they get a home game before. That's a knock-on for the Broncos. It is a knock-on for the Broncos here. So Dragons by the ball 25 minutes out here for the Broncos line. The second game is the home team because they make sure that no matter what, they will get a home game before they go to game 3, which will be at the away team, right? So it's not over in 2 games. It's a captain's challenge here by the Broncos, mind you. So this all comes down to not only Queensland. Ooh, I don't believe that's a penalty. I think that's a knock-on. Yeah, Jermaine Sargo's placed it on the foot. Yeah, it's not. I don't think Kurt's done anything wrong there. I think this is a knock-on here from Misako. He's an idiot. Thank you very much, MJ Walks, for subscribing. So a couple of things. One, Queensland's home year. Not our fault Victoria unfortunately lost it because they can't cope with their own shit. And secondly, not our fault that New South Wales don't want to put up as much money as Queensland do. Blame your own state. Thank you. So it's going to be Dragons ball here, 25 metres out from the Broncos line. Can they make a 12-point lead early days? Callan goes to Titans, says shit call. Disagree. I think that Asako puts the ball on top of Kerr's foot. I don't believe you should be. I don't believe you should be penalised for that. But that's Milford's fault. Will, you're absolutely right. That is absolutely right, Will. Spot on. That's a gold star for you, Will. That's a gold star for you, mate, because I tell you what, it is always Milford's fault. So it's good that you clicked on. Second tackle here, 13 metres out here from the line. Thank you much, David Formosa, for subscribing. And the Dragons are about to put one over the line here. It looks like, it'll be good to see Jack DeBellin scoring today's game. So 5 metres out here, and Jack DeBellin with the ball. Third tackle, Dragons, right-hand side. Ben Hunt, here we go, chance. Taken down 2 metres short. Chance, 2 metres short here, left-hand side. Dragons should score, Bellin. No, DeBellin will not score that one. So 3 metres short here of the line. Fifth tackle for the Dragons. Nick PD says no because their defense is terrible. They'll finish 9-10. 1 second. Left-hand side here. Dragons kick it through. Good kick. It's going to be drop out. Wow. Was that a penalty? No. I didn't even know if the ball came off him into the front player. But that'll be a drop out here from the Broncos to the Dragons. Sporty Man Rules says, I think an A-League final will be Melbourne City versus Sydney FC. I'll go for Sydney FC. Let's go Sydney. Sydney are terrible this year. They're okay this year. They're not great. Melbourne City will win. But, this year's so shithouse, and, this year is so difficult in the A-League, because, every team's beating every team, you know what I'm saying? Except for the Melbourne City. But then again, Brisbane Roar beat Melbourne City 3-0 the other week, so I'll tell you that. So Broncos will put the ball up here, and it'll be Dragons with the ball here, 45 metres out from their own line. Oh, big run here, come on. Boom, 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 chugga. 25 metres out here from the Broncos line. Dragons with the ball. That's a nice little run there. Antonio Kafusi says Corey Norman's moustache looks like a porn star moustache from the 80s. Mate, you were spot on. You've never been more spot on in your life. So second tackle here for the Dragons. They are 12 metres out here from the Broncos line. Left-hand side, McCulloch goes, gets it off. It's going to be DeBellin. DeBellin gets it to Norman. Norman underneath. Good defence here for the Broncos. Haven't said that much in this game. Haven't said that much in the last 10 years. So third tackle here for the Dragons. 5 metres out. Right-hand side they go. Corey Norman gets it out to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt should be a try here. Matt Duffy again. Matt Duffy gets it off. Oh, my God. That's actually decent defence again to stop that from a try. Hello, Kurt Menzies. How you doing, mate? Obviously not good because you're down 24-18. The Dragons are on the line. 1 metre out. Fifth tackle here. Left-hand side they come. Can the Dragons get something over the line and make it a 12-point game? They're still passing this ball out left. They're still spreading it. Corey Norman puts the ball through. If it sits up, it's going to be a dropout. Oh, it's going to be a dropout here. And the Dragons, they're coming out with an absolute vengeance here in the second half. And they are looking the goods early. 4 minutes in here. It will be a dropout from the Broncos to the Dragons. Gallivanterman says, hi, mate. Just came here. How you doing? A little update about the game earlier. Unless you're talking about the first half. First half was a 24-18 halftime score. Horrific defense. Literally bottom 1 and 2 defense. But decent attack, quality attack. So Dragons scored a try at halftime. They shouldn't have because the Broncos, Isako just let the ball bounce and straight to the player, which was Dufty, who chased it through. But no, yeah, shocking defending that first half. So Dragons with the ball, 33 minutes out. Technical base is 1 thumbs down, Blaze, for 30 people around. Nah, it's just because people want to try and find the game. It's the game's on Channel 9, lads. If you're looking for the game live, the game's on Channel 9. It's literally free. If you can't afford free, there's a problem. So that's going to be a head clash here, and I think who's the player down here? Is it the Broncos or... Ooh, could argue a shoulder to the head here. You could argue the shoulder to the head here. King Gullah says, what number is DeBellin? It is number 17. He's number 17. Could argue a shoulder to the head here. So it's a head clash, but you could argue he's throwing his shoulder in there. I don't know. Don't know why someone's saying send him off. But Famasuli will be coming out here for the Dragons. Who cares what you think? Oh, 1 second here. Ooh, I think this is going to be a sin bin. I think this could be a sin bin here, lads. His shoulder goes into the head. Look, I don't think this is a terrible tackle, but there's a HIA that's coming off from here, and there's a shoulder to the head. I believe this has to be a sin bin. There's no way it's a send-off. I don't know why people are saying off. Oh, well, I guess you're saying sin bin, but there has to be a sin bin. Off he goes. So 10 minutes here for the bin for the Brisbane Broncos, and it is the debutant, Tuirui Rabati. Sin bin for the Broncos. So the Dragons will have a nice little man advantage here. Hey. Goodbye, my friend. But without the friend part, because you're a Bronco. So penalty here to the Dragons. They're going to just run the ball here. 20 minutes out from the Broncos line. Blake Laurie. Nice little run there. It's Range says, that's interesting. You think the Titans will beat the Storm. Actually, you think the Titans will pull a fight, but come short. How dare you say something so ludicrous? Dragons here scoring another try. And Matty Duffy gets the ball to Cody Ramsey. And Matt Duffy's been good. Oh my God. Matty Duffy has been unbelievable in this game. That is 1 try, 3 try assist, Matt Duffy. Bada boom, boom, boom. Bada boom, 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 boom. Yeah, let go, Dragons, let go. I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't know why. But as a Titans fan, I want the Broncos to win, but it's not happening. But the Dragons, they scored a try on the left-hand wing there, and good night, Irene. Yanni Mavis says the sin bin has cost the Broncos. Well, the Broncos were down by 6 points, 24-18 when they had the sin bin, and now it's 28-18. But knowing the way this game's gone, lads, I wouldn't be saying it's game over just yet. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be saying it's game over just yet. Oh, gee whiz. Medvedev says, we're back, baby. If you guys don't understand the we're back, baby thing that Medvedev and other people always say, is because the first stream of this year, Broncos versus Eels, the Broncos were leading 16-0 at halftime. We had a bunch of flog Bronco fans coming on here and saying, we're back, baby, your Titans are shit, and putting we're back, baby with a horse. They proceeded to lose that game 24-16. So that's why you see the we're back, baby in the chat. Hessard Lame says, feeling sorry for the Broncos. Who's feeling sorry for the Broncos? It ain't me. It ain't me, baby. There's no feeling sorry for the Broncos over here. What has happened to the KO? Just buddy went back to the start. All right, well, I don't know what happened just now. Pete Rose says he ran his head at the other player. Oh, my God, he's got the kick too. Sorry, I didn't get to see it because KO stuffed up. But Jack de Bellin gets the ball at left-hand side. Corey Norman gets the ball at left-hand side. Matt Duffy. And Duffy says, boom, boom, pow, in your face. Pete Rose says, how exactly? He ran his head at the other player's head. So the shoulder comes in contact with the head, right? The shoulder comes in contact with the head. The head now has a HIA. You know what I'm saying? So that play is always getting a sin bin because you can clearly see the shoulder coming into contact with the head. There is no argument there, right? Do I think that in the old days, or 4 weeks ago, that's a sin bin? Absolutely goddamn not. Do I think that should be a sin bin? No, I personally don't. But on the new rules, that is a blatant sin bin, and there is literally no arguments about it. Yanni Mavda says, how on earth did we lose the Broncos, though? Because, 1, you're refereed out of the game, but 2, you look pretty shit house. So, third tackle here for the Dragons. They're 40 minutes out. I think your team's very young, too, so they were able to really choke away an easy win because they didn't have the experience to know how to beat a team that is desperate for a win. Antonio Raphael says, Broncos are in the grand final of this game. If the Broncos won this game, they would tell us, all their fans would dead set tell us that they are the champions of the world. But obviously, it's not looking to use. It's not looking to use this early. Not looking to use, but still a long way to go. Still 33 minutes to go to the game, guys. Don't think this is over. Jeez, yeah, it's 30-18, 12-point game. Second half possession has been 92% in favour of the Dragons. Ouchie mama. Chrissy Lee says, who are you going for? I am going for the winner. I'm going for the winner. Because I don't really care. It's a lose-lose situation for me as a Titans fan. Dragons win. It's a lose-lose, win-win situation. Titans, obviously, if it's penalty here, the Broncos, here they come. If the Dragons lose, the Titans have a nice little advantage over them. Because, we'll be able to keep them in line with us around that 8 area. If the Dragons win, that means the Broncos lose. So, that's always a win. Whenever the Broncos lose, it's always a win-win situation. It's a win situation for everybody. But if the Broncos were to win, yeah, like I said, the Dragons would stay down. So it's a lose-lose, win-win situation here. Sammy Sue says, we're back, baby. The perfect banter of the ponies for all the wrong reasons. Absolutely. It's good because the Broncos fans who weren't there for round 1 stream won't get it either. 2 likes away from 90, by the way, guys, and 12 likes away from 100. Let's go smack that hunch. Let's smack that thumbs up button. And subscribe if you're new around here. We will be giving away an NRL jersey, a brand new NRL jersey to one of you guys, just for being a subscriber, once we hit 10K, so get around it. Here we go. Lodge. He's been pretty decent in this game, in my opinion. He's been pretty decent. So left-hand side here. Chance here for the Broncos. 15 metres out here from the line. Here come the Bronx Nation. Can they get something going here? Even though they're going to man down, if they score here, the Dragons really do show how bad their defense is. Left-hand side, it's 4 tackle here, sorry, and they're going to be 10 metres out. Why hello there? Says, another game where I check the score late and we're losing. Never gets old. Welcome to the life as a Gold Coast Titans fan. Fit tackle here for the Broncos. 10 metres out, and he caught that ball nicely there, Ivalawa. And that will be the Dragons, the ball here, 2 metres out. But yes, hello there. I can sympathise with you. Not because you're a Broncos fan, but because I understand what you're saying. There's an injury here for the Brisbane Broncos. Will says, oh, come on and subscribe, you bludgers. I want that jersey. Mate, I tell ya, it's coming. Don't you worry. We're only, buddy, 62 subscribers away now. Buddy, we're coming thick and fast. It's going to be a penalty to the Dragons here to get them off their own line. Joperange says, Bula Vadava. Hope you are well. And tune into the Broncos losing the game here, and that is going to hurt. So that'll be a penalty here to the Dragons. Will says, Ashnell says that. Dasman says NBL, Jimbo. Buddy getting around the NBL. What's going on in the NBL? Haven't watched that in a while. We did used to stream it, but obviously NRL started getting hectic and working. But guys, don't forget, I will be moving back up to the Gold Coast in the next couple of weeks. So we'll be seeing a lot more streams in the channel. Put it that way. We'll be seeing a lot more streams in the channel. I'll be moving back up to the Gold Coast permanently in the next couple of weeks. So second tackle here permanently for now anyway. Second tackle for the Dragons. They're going to be 25 metres out here from the line, 20 metres out now. Thank you very much, Hode Toe, for subscribing. Let us know in the chat who you go for and everyone get around him. Left-hand side here for the Dragons. They're 15 metres out. Fadi Anton as well, a legend. Full tackle here, 10 metres out here from the line. Can the Dragons score another one, make it a 36-18 game? It's ridiculous. Lanieta Silimambao, subscribed as well, legend. Dragons here, Matt Duffy. Duffy has been ridiculous. Duffy, this is illegal. This is illegal what Duffy is doing for the Dragons right now. Try time Dragons, 34-18. No. Could be an obstruction. Could be an obstruction. There is a no try coming up here, but they are checking it, obviously. We are going to be checking the old little obstruction play here because it was an easy try there for the Dragons, but I don't think so. I don't think this is not try. Doggo subscribed as well. The Doggo, he's getting around it. So Duffy here passes this ball. Oh, Blake Laurie. We're going to have a look and see if Blake Laurie impacts Albert Kelly and the likes here. So he catches the ball on the outside. We're going to see if Laurie... he does not... Oh, he does kind of... I think that's fine. I think this is a try. I think that's a try, lads. Why are we looking at the put down? This is a try, isn't it? It's a defensive decision by Albert Kelly and Pangai. But so apparently the put down here. What's wrong with the put down? I don't know. I understand why. Thank you very much, Ronnie Stringer, for subscribing. What you talking about in the commentary about the put down? Put down was easy. Hotels, they go for the Bulldogs. Rest in peace. Oh, no. Mate, you got the 2 points this week, maybe. It will be a try here for the St George Illawarra Dragons. And here we go. Dragons going, see you later. They're going so later right in the face of the Brisbane Broncos. It is now 34-18 with the kick to come. It was 18-18 at the 1 second ago mark of the first half. Half time was 24-18. Now it's a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more than the old, 12 plus, 1 or 12 margin here. Kingo says, I'm a bandwagon Dragon supporter. Mate, I'm a bandwagon Titans fan because we are so fantastic. How about that? Tell you that one. You don't like it? Well, guess what? Take it. Alan Davis says, to be fair though, Broncos are such a powerful club that whenever they get stomped, it is still front page news. Good. Cool. I love waking up every day and seeing waking up the next morning and seeing the old Brisbane Broncos L on the front page of the newspaper. I don't read the newspaper, to be honest with you, but it's a good joke. Dragons, he's kicked a kick. He's hit the post and it's gone inside. So it's 36-18 here. And the 50 bomb is on the horizon. The 50 bomb is on the horizon. So, gee whiz, 36-18 here to the St George Illawarra Dragons with about 27 minutes to go here this game. Guys, we are 6 likes away from a hunch. Whip it home. And subscribe if you're new around here, but 30 minutes left here. Medvedev says, hits the post and goes over. It goes bing, bang, boom. Musty Cat says, love Broncos L. Big old L on the forehead. If anyone's a member in the chat, you can chuck the L. Only the members can chuck the big old L. You can spam it if you like, because that is only available for members of the channel. Big L and a big old W as well. Yanni Mavis says that was a clear sin bin, Pete. Pete says, where is the backlash to the sin bin when it was against... It was a sin bin. It's a fair sin bin, bro. The head comes in contact with the shoulder. The shoulder comes in contact with the head. We then see a HIA. Under the new rules, which I don't agree with, which I spoke about already, by the way. I've already answered your question. Under the new rules of the game, that is the correct call. The head comes in contact with the shoulder. He has a HIA, so it's obviously impactful. Doesn't matter if it's deliberate or not. Unfortunately, oh no. Oh, lucky there for the Broncos. Lucky for the Broncos to get that ball 15 minutes out. That is the correct call, Pete. Will says Bronx will be back in the next 10 years. Yeah, there's Sugar. Pete Rose says yes, but it was fair. No. Don't start saying yes, but. Don't start saying yes, but. That is the fair call there. There is no yes, but. That is the fair call. That is the right call. If I think the Broncos got robbed, I'll tell you. I've said before that I thought there was a bad call that went against the Bronx in the first half very early. But, no, there's no yeah, but. That was the right call. And we can't have a go at referees when they make the right call, or we don't get taken seriously when we complain about actual wrong calls. This is my grief with people when we talk about, and I'm not having to go at you, Pete. I'm just saying, this is my grief when people talk about referees. Stop blaming the referees when they're doing their job. When they're doing the right thing, it's not their fault. They're doing good. Leave them be. But if they're not doing the right thing and they're having a shit game, then that's when you have a crack at them. You know what I'm saying? Pete Rose says, yeah, all right, fair enough. I'm just a bit no, fair enough, mate. You know, you're a Broncos fan. Unfortunately, they get beaten by 16 points, 18 points. It's a tough slog, mate. I can tell you, I'm a Titans fan. I know all about tough slogs. Cubs fan, I can tell you about tough slogs. Not right now, though. Man City before 2008, tough slog. I know all about, buddy, what's going on, mate. But in the same sense, I'm just saying, people just need to lay off the referee when the referee's doing the right thing. Because then it means when they're doing the wrong thing, they get let off the hook because everyone's always complaining about the referee regardless, win, lose, or draw. Alrighty, so that's going to be a penalty to the Dragons. Nice, Broncos. Nice. Ashton says, how do I become a member? To be a member, you have to be on the computer, I believe, and you have to click the join. There's a join button right underneath. It's $5 a month. It's pretty bloody cheap, man. And you get that green name, like Minty Rabbit on the chat with the W. There he goes. Hey, there is Minty Rabbit with the W. Kutugu says, Broncos 40 to the Dragons. Dragquez? Dragquos? What's the Dragquos? What's going on here? What's somebody going on here? Nick Peters, so you just have to go and click the join button right underneath. So right-hand side here, Ben Hunt with the ball. Ooh, good pass out of Mikhail Ravalawa. Ravalawa away here, 10 metres out, second tackle, 5 metres short here from the line. Antonio Raphael's bad call, Jamal Fogarty sent in last week. That was horrific. That was disgusting. Does it change the game? No, but that was despicable, that call against Jamal Fogarty. I did take down that stream, by the way, guys. I privated it because obviously we were very... Third tackle with the Dragons. Right hand side they come. Dufty with the ball gets it off. 10 metres out. 5 metres out. Ooh, Josh Keane only got a try there, but 3 metres short here from the line. Thank you much, Shamu, man, for joining the BKRmy. You're a legend, my dude. And get around the Cubbies with a nice little W again today. We swept the Padres right on out of there. But thank you very much for joining up, my man. So fifth tackle here for the Dragons. They're 5 metres short. Left hand side. Oh, Ben Hunt's going to get tackled down. No, what's going on here, Dragons? Oh, Dragons, what's going on here? Oh, Dragons, what's going on here? What is this? What is this shit? What you bloody making me watch here, Dragons? What is shit, man? So 2 minutes short here. 2 minutes out from their own line. Broncos will get the ball. Why, hello there. You're going to be streaming State of Origin? How dare you assume that I wouldn't be streaming State of Origin? Of course I'm streaming State of Origin. You guys have a chance to win a nice little State of Origin jersey if you do tune into that stream, but you'll know more about how to win that State of Origin jersey on behalf of myself and Clarkie's Rugby League column. We are partnering up to give one of you guys a State of Origin jersey of your team. So on Monday, have your notification bells on of this channel because you will get a nice little video explaining how you can win. So fourth tackle here with the Broncos. They're 30 metres out from their own line. Right-hand side they come. Can the Brisbane Broncos score one? Make it a 12-point game if they score. 24 minutes to go in the second half. Andre De Leon's prediction for game 1. Queensland, baby. Ooh. Left-hand side they come. The Brisbane. Oh, Tyson Gamble knocks it on. Oh, no. But that is none of my business. Tyson Gamble's apparently the second coming of Christ when it comes to the Brisbane Broncos fans, but it's none of my business. What's he done in today's game? All right, so 23 minutes to go here of the game, and Dragons taking out 25 minutes out from the Broncos line. Alan Davis says, why did they not drop Milford for the whole season? Mate, because it's always Milford's fault. It always has to be somebody's fault, and this one's Milford's fault. Potato. So second tackle here, 30 minutes out. I can't believe the Dragons haven't scored more. It's Milford's fault. You see what I'm saying? So Dragons here with the ball. They're 15 minutes out, left-hand side. Leslie Brown says, Tyson Gamble, you're useless. Why drop on the ball? I wouldn't say useless, but he's not been great. I haven't even noticed him in this game besides that. Ben Hunt with the ball here, 5 minutes out. Come on, 50, bomb. 50, bomb. 50, bomb. 50, bomb. Left-hand side here for the Dragons. They're 5 minutes out. Norman sneaks on through, but he gets taken down 3 minutes short. Yanni Maverick says the Broncos have choked this game. Comprende español? Huh? Matt Dufty here. Oh, Dufty gets to the Ravalawa. Oh my God, he's scored a try, hasn't he? Oh my God, he's actually gone and scored that. He's actually scored that. He's actually scored this. Oh my God. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. So 40 to 18 here with the kick to come from the sideline, and that's a good try from Ravalawa. You wouldn't have backed him in there. There's 3 Broncos players that should have stopped this. I'm sorry. One player there, 2 player there, 3 player there. That's a try time, baby. Wow. Schmooman says, now a member and my Tigers still shit. Mate, we got 2 buddy Tigers fans as members. Don't you worry. You guys can join the member party together because, you know, there's a Titans fan, there's a Tigers fan. Hell, we got a bloody damn well Warriors fan in here. You know, we're having a nice little party as all the members of BKR Sport. Don't you worry. We can all celebrate being mediocre and below mediocre together. Mustard Cat says, yeah, the Dragons keep pumping those Broncos. They've won the last 4 games in a row, mind you. The Dragons have won the last 4 games in a row against the Broncos. They've lost the last 4 games in the regular season. But against the Broncos, they've won their last 4 games in a row. That's a very strong try by Ravalawa. That is a very strong try by Ravalawa. Wow. David Mead does his best there. I can't really fault David Mead there. I can't really fault David Mead there for that defense. But I can fault the inside center. And I can fault the fullback, Isako, for not getting out there when he went quick enough. Nick Petty says, oh my God, Dragons will get to 50. 50 bomb. 50 bomb! 50 bomb! 50 bomb! That's what I'm talking about. Get a 50 bomb there, and we get a 100 bomb for likes here. Wowee. You know, that's a bit of a drop the white there. Michael Moran says, just dropped my pizza getting out of the oven. 100% Milford. Oh, Milford again. Shit, man. Norman just missed that kick. It's Milford's fault! Shit, man. It is always Milford's fault. You know, it's Milford's fault we're not at 100 likes right now. We need 2 more likes to hit 100. I blame Milford for that. Now that we hit 100, it's going to be my buddy benefit because I am the one reminding you that Milford should have buddy hit that thumbs up button already, hit 100. Tell you, I'm fuming. Alan Davis says, my wife leaving me is okay. Okay. And now we move. So 20.5 minutes to go here of the game, guys. It is 40 to 18 to the Dragons. And the 50 bomb is snaking. It is snaking on up with an SCH. And Broncos with a short kickoff there will go straight to the Dragons, and it'll be a knock-on against the Dragons. It's going to be a knock-on Dragons. There you go. There we go. David says, just blame Milford. I'm telling you guys, I will create. Oh, they're going to captain challenges the Dragons. I will create a shirt tonight, and I'll put it out. I'm going to get it myself of it's Milford's fault. I'm going to do it. Because I want it. Oh, it's always Milford's fault. Dragon supporter, subscribe to BKR Sport. Well, you are a Dragon supporter and you are a happy supporter right now. So let's have a look here and see if the Dragons knock this bad boy on. It will go up and it's going to be knocked back from the Broncos, I assume. And then it's going to be, I think this is going to be a knock on here from the Broncos here from Albert Kelly. I think it's going to be a knock on from Albert Kelly. I think this will be a knock on from Albert Kelly here. I think this will be an Albert Kelly knock on here. I think that's a knock-on from Albert Kelly. I think it's a knock-on Broncos. I think it's a good captain challenge here. I think this is a knock-on from Albert Kelly here. Let's have a look-ski. Okay, while we're looking at... while we're looking at Alfie Langer on the sideline there. All right, so... Are they saying escort from Ben Hunt? What? Nick says, Blazy, you still in Fiji? Buddy, mate, I've been in Fiji since, I've been left Fiji in, January. That's a knock-on from Albert Kelly here. It's clear as day, in my opinion. This is clear as day for me. Albert Kelly knocks his ball on. I'm sorry, but this is a clear knock-on from Albert Kelly. Yeah. Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. We got that 100 years ago. Thank you. No shit, man. Leslie Brown says, Coach Kevy always blames his halves every time they lose, changes the halves combination, and yet they lose. Stick to only 2 and move on week by week. That is New South Wales' problem for the last ever. They never stick by the same team year by year, let alone week by week. Sammy Sue says, Milford been getting quite a lot of shtick here. Not surprised. Mate, he hasn't got enough shtick. That's because it's Milford's fault. So it's going to be a knock-on here against the Brisbane Broncos, and it's going to be a scrum. Scrum with an SCH. Alan Davis says Melbourne Storm should relocate to Sunshine Coast for good. Well, yeah, probably not, eh? They probably should relocate to Sunshine Coast without the Sunshine Coast part and without the relocate. Just should be Melbourne Storm. I agree. So just to clarify, I agree with you. The Melbourne Storm should move to the Sunshine Coast for good. Just without the Sunshine Coast part and without the move part. So Melbourne Storm are good. There you go. So second tackle here for the Dragons. They're going to be at the halfway point. Christy Lee says Queensland, New South Wales. Okay, Ashton, appreciate it, but come on, man. Christy Lee, you don't need to be a member. I don't need people to be a member. If you want to be a member and support, that's cool. If you can afford it, that's cool. It's not a massive thing. Like, if you guys have the ability to, I do appreciate it greatly. But, come on, man. Like, don't be sitting there, with that. You know what I'm saying? So, 4 tackle leave with the Dragons, 20 metres out. Like I said, appreciate it. I don't need you to be a member for me to, care about you. You're a subscriber regardless. Either way, I'm always going to be streaming regardless. So, 5th tackle here for the Dragons, 10 metres out, left-hand side here. Norman gets off to Dufty. Dufty kicks it through. That's played out there. It's going to be onside. Oh, knock on for the Broncos, and it's going to be Norman now with the ball. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. 50 bomb. 19 minutes to go here. Penalty against the Broncos. Don't take the 2, Dragons. Don't you damn well shitting me take the 2. Don't you do it. Don't you damn well do it. Dasmate says, does anyone in Melbourne keep the Storm? Yes. One person. So 19 minutes to go here, guys. Smack the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. First tackle for the Dragons. 3 minutes short. Right-hand side. Here comes Norman. Gets it off to... Oh, he's caught that. No, he's lost it. No, he has gone and said bye-bye. The 50 bomb is not happening just yet. Still 8.5 minutes to go, though. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Doggo says, do you reckon they should bring back the Biff? Will never happen. Would love to see it, but would never happen. Ever, ever. Literally never, ever. Not even if there was a fire. Not even if there was a fire. Not even if there was a fire. Ethan Snyder here says that penalty was Milford's fault. Milford dropped that ball just then. I know he doesn't play with the Dragons, but it may as well. Sporty Man Rule says we should start at 60 bomb. Nah, Dragons aren't scoring 60. They're scoring 20 more points here. So 18 minutes left here. Broncos with the ball right inside. They need to score a try every 4 minutes. Good luck, Irene. Good luck, Irene. That's why his kids these days missed out. You know what's funny is that I look at the Gallon fight with Nate Miles and I see that that's obviously being used as the highlight and the headliner of Gallon's advertisement with Justice Hooney coming up next week or 2 weeks away. I will be streaming it, by the way, guys. Huge stream. We'll have about... Oh, it's a knock-on for the Broncos. Wow. We usually have about 5,000 to 10,000 people watching that stream live when Paul Gallon fights. But I love it how they're using that as the headliner, yet obviously that's not allowed anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't fight like that anymore. But yes, kids these days definitely missed out. Robert Muller says, what do you think of the Broncos missing Hines? I think that shows you the Broncos... Look, I don't even necessarily believe everything I see in the media, bro. Like, it's all cool that the media says that Hines was wanted by the Broncos and this and that and this and that, but I don't believe it until it happens. Oh, it's a knock-on for the Dragons, sorry. Broncos will get the ball here. So, yeah, overall, man, like, it's... Oh, Broncos here. Chance. Jermaine Sarko. Sarko's still going here. Loses the ball. Good night. Oh, my God. Good night. Good night, Brisbane. 17 minutes to go here the game. The Dragons get the ball hit the halfway point. Ethan's on here says, when is his fight? His fight, I think it's the 16th. Storm Van says, I'm surprised the Reed Marnie did not make the Queensland Maroons. I am and I'm not. Like, I am and I'm not. So 30 minutes out here from the Broncos line. Here we go. Chance here for the Dragons, right-hand side. I'm calling a try here. 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 No, Ravalawa lose the ball backwards. No, it's yes, going backwards here. Ravalawa still going. Alan Davis displays one of your first NRL Grand Final. Remember, 1 second here. 4th tackle here for the Dragons. 20 minutes out. Left-hand side they come. Chance here for the big boy. No. Josh Kerr taking about 10 metres short. That's a good question, though. I do remember it. Left-hand side they come. Underneath, oh, the 50 bomb is coming, and I'm blaming Anthony Milford. Oh. And the 50 bomb is coming. Oh, the 50 bomb is coming. I know it's Anthony Milford's fault. But Jermaine Asako has a play here. Jermaine Asako has a massive play here. Lads, it's all well and good that Anthony Milford is always at blame. So is Asako here, because this is shocking. He slips over here. Ben Hunt steps on the inside, and Osaka. Oh no, Osaka. Oh, it's painful to watch. It is painful to watch this man's life flash before his eyes. But in the same sense, at least he can blame Milford for that one. But Ben Hunt goes, oh my goodness me. And he says, you know what? Here comes the 50 bomb. He's holding it up. He hasn't dropped it yet. The mic has not been dropped. The 50 bomb has not been reached. But it's here. And I'm about to drop it, is what he just said. Yanni Mavita says the Dragons are still shocking, by the way. Absolutely. This is ridiculous from the Broncos defense, and this is just a terrible, terrible game. But in the same sense, I think this has been a better game than the Dragons versus Tigers game last week. There you go. Joe Garner says, can't just blame Milford. Sako is no better. No, it's always Milford's fault, bro. Milford's not playing tonight, if you didn't guess. Milford's not playing tonight, but it's always Milford's fault. The reason why, for everyone who's new around here, it doesn't understand the joke. Basically, Milford is the scapegoat for the Brisbane Broncos, and no matter if he plays or doesn't play, it's always Milford's fault. So we always say it's Milford's fault, regardless if he's playing or not. But there'll be a conversion there, 46-18 here to the Dragons with 14.5 minutes to go. Natalie Cademo says, how about 60? How about 70? How about 80? Let's throw it all out there. So yeah, it's Joe Garner. Unfortunately, you are incorrect. It is always Milford's fault. Nick PD says, do you think Reynolds and Staggs and the halves will work? Not necessarily. I think they'll compete for the 8, but I don't think they necessarily make the 8. It's all well and good that they'll have a good halfback, very good halfback, probably second best halfback in the comp. But Tony Staggs, Isarko's going to blame me. Isarko's been so bad in this game that the old hookerino, the old get out of my face by Kevin Walters, and Isarko will be dropped off to the bench. Ravalawa, that's a sexy catch. That is a sexy, sexy, sexy catch. Tata uses Ben Hunt still sucks for dropping the premiership. Yeah, absolutely. You're not wrong there. But, he's also not sucking right now. So the Dragons with the ball here, and yet again we're seeing the old Brisbane Broncos struggling on Struggle Street. Third tackle, right hand side, 40 metres out, 30 metres out here, and the Dragons lose the ball. He's lost the ball. Yeah, it's a knock on. It's not a penalty. It's a knock on there. Absolutely. Leslie Brown says Tyson Gamble and Osaka are bad. Albert Kelly's defence is also bad, but Albert Kelly has also had 3 try assists in this game, so you can't really have too much of a crack at Albert Kelly here. He's done everything he possibly could on the attacking front. He's literally assisted all of the Broncos' tries today. Arguably should have scored one himself, but was unselfish and passed it off. Albert Kelly's defence isn't great, but you can't really have a crack on. Buddy, Mr. Albert Kelly. Katuka says $1 million. Wait, what? Oh, yes. What's going on? $1 million? Who's getting $1 million? Am I getting $1 million? Thank you. All right, so first tackle for the Broncos. They're 45 minutes out from their own line. Carl Shell says, geez, I was way off my score prediction. So was I, but I tipped the Dragons. But I was way off my score prediction as well, because I thought it would be a low-scoring grind-a-thon. But unfortunately, it was not, because it did not rain long enough. Minty Rabbit says, how many Dragons fans on here? We usually have quite a few Dragons fans jumping in the streams, but haven't seen a great deal tonight. Third tackle here for the Broncos, left-hand side. Oh, good pass away there. Farn work gets away. He's going to be 20 metres out here from the Dragons line. They only need to score a try every, basically, minute. So 2 minutes or something like that. So they're still in it with a chance here, the Broncos. Which is without the chance part. Storm fans, let's hit the Dragons 1-12. So did I. So left-hand side here for the Broncos, kicks it through. I don't think that's played at there. Okay, what's going to be classed as played at? So it will be a dropout here. Dropout from the Dragons to the Broncos. 12.5 minutes to go here the game, guys. We are 4 points away from the 50 bomb being dropped on the field by the Dragons. We're also 4 likes away from 110. Smack the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we get to... Oh, we're not going to get to 50 before they hit 50, to be honest with you. We're not going to get to 9,950 before they get 50, but close enough, lads. Close enough. We've done well. You've done well, lads. You've done well. Put your feet up and kick back. So Broncos with the ball here, 45 minutes out here from the Dragons line. Don't forget, guys, we will be streaming every game this weekend. Probably a couple of Super Rugby games too, and also an A-League game or two. We'll do the Brisbane Roar vs Sydney FC game on Saturday, Titans versus Storm game Saturday, and also probably the Highlanders game against the Waratahs. We'll see how we go. But we will be doing more than just Rugby League this weekend, because there is only 4 games this weekend in Rugby League. So there you go. Broncos here with the ball. Matt Lodge, 25 metres out, 20 metres out, taken down. Alan Davis says, man, the Broncos have had so many games this season where they get flogged by over 30 points. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Right-hand side, it's all Milford's fault too. So Broncos with the ball here, 8 metres out here from the line. Robert Muller says, who do you tip out of the Panthers and Tigers? Panthers 13 plus. So left-hand side here, 4 tackle. Albert Kelly gets it off. It's going to be Flegler, who's taken down about 5 metres short. Offloads it, sorry. Offloads it. All right. Well, this is nothing here for the Broncos. This is still nothing here for the Broncos. Farnworth is going to get taken down. 5 minutes out. Nathan Tudor says, go the Queensland Maroons. Fit tackle here for the Broncos. Albert Kelly kicks it through. Good kick there from Albert Kelly. Will be a dropout. Good kick there from Albert Kelly. Will be a dropout. Ashton Nelson says, Milford's fault always. Nah, that's not Milford's fault because that was a good kick from Albert Kelly. You can't blame Milford for something that happened that was good. Gee whiz. Ashton, come on, man. Ashton, come on, man. What are you thinking? What do you think this is, a buddy Milford Wayne Fest? There's no Wayne Fest here for Milford. This is you got to blame Milford. If you don't blame Milford, you can't come to the party. You can't come to the party. No party for you. Sammy Souza says, flogging says a lot about the Broncos leading up to that 2020 poster. Oh. Wait, Dragons drop out, short drop out, and it's going to be a knock on here. But we got a bit of boom, a bit of bing, a bit of boom, bing, boom, bing, bing. You know, so there you go. There you go, lads. It's a good time. It's always a good time, lads. But then again, the Bulldogs are so bad this year, we're not going to be seeing too much boom, bing over here. Because the Bulldogs are that bad. So there's 10 minutes to go here, lads. Still waiting for the 50 bomb to be dropped. Still waiting for the 50 bomb. Ooh, that's a knock on for the Broncos, in my opinion. I think it clearly... well, I don't think it clearly touched his fingers, but I think it might have breached it, but it will not be. It will be a Broncos ball here, 15 minutes out. Yanni Mavra says there is still 10 minutes. I know, it's crazy, mate. It's crazy. There's still enough time for another 40 points here for the Dragons. So Broncos with the ball here, 13 minutes out here from the line. Minty Update says, where do I buy the posters again? In the description, man. BKR Sport Redbubble store. In the description of this video, you can check out all of the merchandise of all the different teams and all the different posters. And shirts and hats and all the likes. Actually, I should have worn my Titans jumper today. I'll wear it tomorrow night. It's all right. And Saturday. So Matt Lodge here. Matt Lodge. He has been a bit of a Lodge today. Third tackle here for the Broncos. They're going to get the offload away. Albert Kelly, step from the inside. Doesn't do well, though. Gets taken down 10 minutes short here. Nathan Toodle says Milford. Nathan Tilford, there you go. Left-hand side, Matt Lodge will get the offload away nicely. And Tavita Pangai Jr. there's going to get taken down about 5 minutes short here from his own bloody pickup point. All right, 10 metres short here of the line. 9 minutes to go here of the game. Yanni Mavita says, if the Dragons don't get 50, then this game will be a big disappointment. If the Dragons don't get 50, I'm pretty certain that we should just give the 2 points to the Gold Coast Titans. Just for wasting our time. I reckon, it's only a fair thing. If the Dragons don't get 50, I reckon the only fair option here, give the 2 points to the Titans. I'm sorry, lads, but it's just the truth. Don't cry to me, cry to the NRL, because that's what should happen. So it's going to be a bit of an injury here. Now, Maverick says that's fair. Exactly right. You know what I'm saying? Now we're talking. If you disagree with that one in the chat, guys, please. You don't know much about the NRL, because that is what's going to happen. So, the Broncos with the ball here, 15 minutes out. Right-hand side they come. Tyson Gamble kicks it through. Should be a try for the Broncos. Oh, brilliant try by the Brisbane Broncos. Oh, that's a good try. That is a good try. So, that is going to be a Brisbane Broncos scoring the try there, 46-22. What a high-scoring game. This is ridiculous. This should be illegal how high scoring this game is. This should be ridiculous. This should be illegal how bad defensively this is for both teams. But this is a nice kick there from Tyson Gamble. He's not been good today at all. He's done literally nothing, but he's got an assist now, so that's pretty good. Why hello, this is we're back, boys. No, you say we're back, baby, with the horse. That's what happens. The Broncos fans, the channel, they should know. They should damn well know. You're a Broncos fan, you get in that chat, you say we're back, baby, with a horse buddy picture. Otherwise. All right, Wallace's Titans need the 2 points. I'm not going to disagree with you there, man. We need those 2 points badly. Tyson Gamble he'll get a 2-pointer there. There you go. So 46-24. And now we hope the Broncos can hold out. XD Lol says Brisbane lost. No. The Brisbane Broncos haven't lost yet, mate. Brisbane Broncos haven't lost yet. There's still about 8 minutes to go here. What do they need? They need 24 points, 4 converted tries. Converted try every 2 minutes. The Broncos are flying. Melbourne Broncos lost this game because of Seabold. No. What if... Oh, shit, man. Can people in the chat tell Melmo who lost the game for the Broncos? For the love of God. It really should be simple, Melmo. It really should be simple. So 8 minutes to go here of the game. Broncos with the ball. 15 minutes out from their own line. Zach Marina says, what's your opinion on Jack DeBalance so far this game? I thought he was okay. Didn't think he was set the world alight, but I thought it was okay for his first game back in a few years. Oh, nice little run there by Dave Mead. I was looking at all the spoons in the chat. That's what I was looking at. Exactly right. See, now people are telling it's Milford's fault, Melmo. Oh, my God. It's just ridiculous. Evans not here says Melbourne made them lost. Exactly right. So third tackle here for the Broncos. They're 35 minutes out. Broncos next 5 games is Raiders, Rabbitohs, Sharks, and Tigers. So that's probably going to be a... Don't know how to say win or loss against the Raiders. Probably a loss against the Raiders in Canberra. Loss to the Rabbitohs. Probably lose the Sharks because Sharks are looking pretty right at the moment. Probably lose the bye because they are just... The bye's looking pretty good, man. The bye's looking pretty good. And then the Tigers afterwards, they probably beat the Tigers, to be honest with you. So fifth tackle here, the Broncos will boot this ball down here. I'd let that ball bounce if I was you, Ravalawa, just without the bounce part. Yanni Maverick says, okay, but Blaze, the Broncos are looking the goods as always. Mate, the Broncos are always looking the goods. Looking the goods for a 50 bomb to be dropped on them. That's what they're looking the goods for. All right, so right inside, Alan Davis says, Blaze, you find happiness in Brisbane losing. Mate, you know me too well. You know me too well. So left-hand Malmo, I swear to God, if you don't understand, then you don't understand. It's always Milford's fault. Third tackle here for the Dragons. Milford's the reason why Fafita left, so it's always Milford's fault. All right, I agree with you, Nick PD. NRL should take a game to PNG. Yeah, absolutely. Dragons here left-hand side, 50 bombs coming up. Actually, no, I don't want the 50 bomb to be dropped because the Titans get the 2 points. They don't do it, so... actually, losses, you should come to the next Melbourne Storm home game when lockdown finished, BKR. Yeah, probably not, eh? Well, see how we go. Dragons here, right-hand side. That's going to be a penalty there. And you're a shipper man, Matt Duffy, for passing that ball. Ambush Rugby Fanatics says, love the poster. Where can I get one? Man, all this merchandise here, all these posters and jumpers and hats and shit from all these different teams with all the different logos are at the BKR Sport Redbubble store, man. So in the description, you can click on the link. It has the BKR Sport Redbubble store. And you can check out all the bloody different things there. There's shirts, there's jumpers, there's posters. They're bloody pretty good, man. I've got plenty of this. I've got a shirt that has this on it. Actually, if you guys are one of the people who absolutely smashed up getting up, like really, there was a lot of people who bought that when that came out last year. I didn't expect how much that would actually pop off. A lot of joke presents for Christmas, I'm assuming. But yeah, send me a picture of you getting it in Instagram because I will post it on my story. It's a good one. Dennis says, bro, is Jermaine going to score? What about Sarko? Sarko's been terrible. He got taken off this. He literally has been so bad in this game that he got taken off the field. Albert Kelly gets it off to Pangai. Pangai gets it off to Farnworth, and Farnworth will get taken down 15 minutes out of the line. Isako has been so poor in this game that he got taken from the field, my guy. So third tackle here with the Broncos. So 20 minutes out here from the Dragons line. Yanni Mavis says, Dragons, hurry up and get the 50 points. Only 5 minutes left. No, Yanni, we want the Titans to get the 2 points. And if the Titans don't get the 2 points, I'm going to sue the NRL. Broncos here, 5 minutes short here of the line. If this score finishes 46-30, I'm going to just cry. I'm going to cry. Fifth tackle here, the Broncos, right-hand side, take a field goal. No, he keeps the ball over the right-hand side. Oh, Cody Ramsey, knock on. Broncos try. No, but it will be knock on against the Dragons. It will be a set of 6 here for the old Brisbane Broncos. 20 minutes out. Broccoli Weaves says, is Munster going to be playing Origin 1? Yes. Eliza Flawless says, hey, hello, Eliza. You've missed out on an absolutely raucously bad game, but any game where the Broncos lose is also a good game. So, a bit of a 50-50. It's a bit of a win-win, lose-lose. Desmond says Milford again. I can't believe Milford knocked that ball on, to be honest with you. I can't believe it. So 4 minutes left here. I can't, Yanni, I tell you, Yanni, mate, I told you, the Titans get the 2 points if the Dragons don't hit the 50 bombs. We don't want them to hit the 50 bomb. David O'Leary says, hey, hello, David, how you doing? Don't forget, guys, we are literally about 58 subscribers away from the old 10K bomb. A bit better than the old 50 bomb. So, 10K, I believe, if my mathematics are correct, is more than 50. So, we are smashing it. So, first tackle here with the Brisbane Broncos. They're 10 minutes out here from the line, and that's going to be the Broncos taken out here about 8 minutes short here. Melbourne says, game on. It is game on right now. They need to score a try every 30 seconds and convert them, but it is definitely game on. Tyson Gamble gets it off to the number 17. No, this is terrible. No, Broncos, this is he tried to offload it to the Dragons. And he has offloaded it to the Dragons, sorry. No, he didn't try. He did offload to the Dragons. So Duffy with the ball here, 15 minutes out from their own line. Yanni Maverick says, how about we just give the Titans the premiership? Now, this is why you are allowed to be here. This is why. I don't know why you wouldn't be allowed to be here, but this is why you're allowed to be here. So left-hand side here for the Dragons. David Campion, the Big Ass Sport GIO Stadium, Canberra. There's no relevance to that comment, so I'm not too sure what I'm meant to respond here. Third tackle here for the Dragons. It's like just saying, Seabus Super Stadium, Gold Coast. I don't get why you're referring to it, but cool. Canberra's not looking the greatest right now. William Hunt says, how do you rate Jack Bell's comeback so far? I think he's been fine. He hasn't set the world alight, but I think he did okay. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Thank you much, David O'Leary, for subscribing. A legend. So fit tackle here, the Dragons with a he's going to kick it through. It's going to be a nice little short kick. Oh, the 50 bomb's coming. Oh, 50 bomb, 50 bomb, 50 bomb. Na 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 na. 50 bomb. Na 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 na. 50 bomb. Na 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 na. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the 2 points, the old Gold Coast Titans. However, still get the premiership because Yanni said so. Yanni gave me his word. So it's going to be 50 to 18 here, and the Dragons going to keep the scores in the second half. Oh, sorry, 50 to 24. Forgot about that. 50 bomb. Na 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 na. 50 bomb. Na 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 na. 50 bomb. Na 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 na. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. It's coming. Don't you worry. It's coming, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. Drop that 50. I want to see that 50 devil drop, mate. I want to be here. I want to be here the moment that says 50 for the Dragons. Man, shit. Nick PD says, screw the Titans. No win for them. No, mate. We won the premiership, though. Yanni Mavitas promised me. Yanni said so. Don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger, mate. Don't shoot the messenger. So we're still waiting for that to show 50. Don't worry, the scoreline says 50 then. Samuel Edmonds says, are you going for the Dragons? Mate, I'm going for the winner. And the Dragons are the winner. So that's who I'm going for. White Hello that says, we should re-sign Milford so we have someone to blame for the losses. Mate, this is Milford's loss. You've already got him. And if he doesn't re-sign, you can just blame him for not re-signing. That's the reason why you lost. Yanni Mavita says, yeah, the Titans are 21 premiers. Congrats, Blaze. Well, not yet. But you promised me. There we go. The 50 bomb. Na 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 na. The 50 bomb. Na 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 na. The 50 bomb. Na 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 na. There you go. I like it. I like it. JR, that's going to be a conversion. So it's going to be 52 to 24. 52 bomb. Look at that. Now we're talking. A 52 bomb. Not even a 50 bomb. 52 bomb. Melvin says, I know, Sammy. Sammy Sue says, yeah, NRL not thinking outside the box there. Oh, no, what's going on? What? Melvin says, the board of the NRL is so stupid. Can't believe they don't bring an Origin game to Belmore. I think because they'd probably get about 2 people there. I think you'd probably get about 2 people there, 2.5, because that's the capacity of that stadium. Minty Rabbit says, Dragons W, Broncos L. Exactly right. Can we get this lovely egg 1K subscriber says Titans are bad? Yeah, that's cool, man. Coming from Mr. 15th place. Hello, 15th place. How you doing, lad? Have a good one, good sir. David Campone says, score Raiders. Raiders aren't playing right now. They've also got a bye, so they could have scored right now because they're playing the bye. Malcolm says, Warriors should get 2 points now. Yeah, Warriors get 2 points, but so do these teams that will get a bye in a couple of weeks' time too. So people keep looking at this bye as if like it's a free 2 points. It's like the other teams get the 2 points as well, lads. Like, so guys, half time here. Half time here of my life. It's 52 to 24, and that is the final score of this game. So, wow, I can't believe I just witnessed the Broncos being up 18 to 12. Being up, they were up 6-0, and then they were up 18 to 12, and then they lost 52 to 24. They were up 6-0. They were up 18 to 12, and then now they lose 52-24. Go figure. You comprende? I don't comprende. But the St George Dragons will get the win here, guys. 52-24. Look, I think in regards to this game, if you're going to talk about it with other people, I would probably recommend not saying that the Dragons are an unbeatable force. But, like, look, their defense was woeful, and their attack really has been masqueraded by a horrific Broncos defense there. The Broncos were so bad. Isako was so bad, like he was so poor that he was taken from the field. He was hooked. So, look, it's all well and good the Dragons scored 52 points, but I honestly think that a mixture of Sammy Sousa, Yanni Mavitas, Jimmy James, David Campione, and Why Hello there could put a team together, and they probably could have scored at least 30 points in that game. So, which is more than what the Broncos scored in this one. So, you know, that's the point. But guys, I'm going to jump off for now. Tomorrow, obviously, we're going to be streaming the Tigers and the Panthers game. Panthers have a lot of people out for the Origin. Tigers get to play at Leichhardt, their home ground. I don't believe the Tigers have beaten them in a long time there, though. So, look, it'd be interesting to see if the Tigers can break the undefeated streak of the Panthers, who haven't lost since like round 5 or round 6 of last year. Or I think when they also drew as well. Can't remember. But yeah, that should be good. Titans versus Storm on Saturday, and on Sunday we've got the Knights and Parramatta game. So yeah, we'll be streaming every single game this weekend as per usual, and we'll probably throw in a couple of A-League games here, maybe throw in a Super Rugby game here as well, because we've only got those 4 games on. But don't forget, guys, once we hit 10k subscribers, I'm giving away a brand new jersey, NRL jersey, to one of you guys, plus one of these bad boy posters back here of your own team. And also, stay tuned. Monday, you have to have your notification bell on for the channel, because on Monday there'll be a video popping off where it's going to be myself and Clarky giving away a brand new State of Origin jersey to one of you guys. All you have to do is tune into that video and tune into the stream when we stream the State of Origin on Wednesday to find out how you have a chance to win that. So smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another brilliant day stream. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya. And we're back, baby.